too.
Greetings and welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade 2nd edition.
I'm glad we got to vent all our anger at you before we recorded.
So
otherwise this would be awkward.
Oh dear, what did I just do? Let's switch windows. Here we go. So Dr. Shipman, we need to establish where you've been for a little while because you've been away. So let's have a quick chat about that. Do we have a similar situation as last time, or have you been following the group at a distance? And I am inclined to force you to upgrade your obfuscate to level 2.
I think some programming should be happening.
Yeah, I think I probably would have just been following at a distance.
Okay.
So yeah, I can spend the points and upgrade that.
If you've got them.
Yeah.
If you have them, that would be cool. All right, because that will explain a lot, which otherwise will be very difficult to explain. Cool. All right, so what have they been doing then is the question. What have you guys been doing while Dr. Shipman's
You're some real hot Italian dude.
Damn, I missed it.
Yeah, man. It was like all I've been thinking about. I know, appearance 6 is worth a mention, though.
That's true. That's true.
It's probably our first noticeable 6 that we've seen.
Right. Yeah, probably this the most beautiful single individual you've ever laid eyes on. Yes, that's true. But you're currently still in that meeting with that individual. So the question is, where is Shipman at this very moment? So how did they get to that meeting, first of all? There's a lot of running around in the trees and the snow. There was lots of car chasey business getting here.
It's just Tarzaning through the trees the whole time.
Yeah, I believe in the last episode, Sage, did you give up your vehicle in the last episode? Was that the episode?
Maybe one before? Yeah.
Give up. That's a euphemism.
The armored vehicle.
I'm so sad to see
Right, and then you started last session with a new vehicle. That's right. And that was like a 4x4 SUV type thing, wasn't it?
But you gave up quite quickly in order to get past the border.
Right, you got that right. So you got past the border. Okay. Yeah. Then what happened?
We picked up Francesco.
Picked up Francesco, who is my ghoul, of which I don't know what I'm going to do with.
Right. Okay, so Francesco, if you've seen the Discord, he looks like. Let's see if anybody happens to be watching this back. Looks like this guy. Yeah, that guy there.
I was wondering what that was.
Francesco. Okay,
Yeah,
so
he
Francesco
is my ghoul.
is her new ghoul.
A temporary retainer, because I thought, well, I don't want a full-time retainer. I've already got one.
It's like a part-time lover. Okay,
Yeah.
Cool. So where are you at this exact moment? You are standing on a sand spit, talking to this individual. Now, Shipman, I think that. What's your all specs, Shipman?
2.
2. Okay. As you guys are talking to this individual, Dr. Shipman, you are summoned away into the darkness. And you hear this voice on your shoulder. Greetings, child. Do you know with whom you speak?
Not right now. No. Who is this?
My name is Mardon. I am your master. You have drunk of my blood 3 times. You belong now to me. Do you understand, child?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I understand.
This figure that looks a lot like the figure that those guys were talking to appears to you out of the darkness now and just steps forward. Now he wears, however, a red robe that is somewhat silken on the inside in the style of the Italian Renaissance. There's a particular style, I can't remember the name of it. In any case, he begins to walk towards you, and he majesties the shit out of you as he walks barefoot across the sand in your direction. He puts his hand up to your face, Dr. Shipman. He's got long black hair, and as I had mentioned, as was mentioned earlier, an appearance of 6. He reaches around behind your head and grabs the back of your head and pulls your head around to face him so that you're looking directly at his face.
Why have you approached me?
You stand now on the precipice of your mortality. This moment may be your last. Do you understand?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I understand.
I am prepared to destroy you now. At this moment, I can see so much pain inside of you. It would be a mercy to destroy you.
Well, it would make sense, although I don't really feel in pain.
You do not feel the pain. That is good. Then perhaps you will instead serve me.
I'll, what do I get out of it?
What will you get out of it? Let me think now. You will have your companions to continue through the nights ahead. You will have my blood to sustain you. You will have the friendship and the company of the Order of Mars. You will survive Gehenna if you are careful. You can be taught a great deal of disciplines and powers. You can become an important part of the future if you wish. Does any of these things appeal to your broken mind, Malkavian?
Well, I mean, I think right now they appeal to me.
Excellent. It has been suggested to me that you were worthless, useful only as a bomb or a weapon. How do you feel of this assessment?
Well, who would I be bombing?
That depends. We shall see. He looks at you and smiles, looking into your soul through your eyes. And for a moment you feel yourself connecting with a very dangerous beast. And he laughs, but he connects with you in that moment, and for a moment you feel somebody has observed you, possibly for the first time in your life. Follow me, child, and I will take you beyond Gehenna to a world you could not dream of.
Okay.
Your zealous righteousness shall be rewarded. Survival is the key. Yes?
I'll follow.
Very well then.
What happens if I get forced into becoming a bomb when I don't want to?
I imagine that the result will be very much the same. But you will come to understand that the Order of Mars teaches the path of Mars, which there is a great component of this path that is to do with self-direction and agency. So, prove yourself to be more than a bomb.
Okay. Tell me what to do.
Return to your friends as soon as you can. And you find yourself in a sandstorm, wandering for a while. Okay, cutting back to everybody else, who was weirdly talking to the same guy when that guy literally unfolds his robe, takes it off, and puts aside his entire visual persona and becomes the woman that has been talking to you from time to time over the last few days. With long black hair. And she says...
Nicole obfuscate.
Yes, exactly. And she says, my name is Shahrazad. I am the consort of Madame. Never forget this. I, and I alone, hold this power. She looks about at each of you. She says, this was not the master that you spoke with. Why did you believe it was?
I look at the others. Are you as confused as I am?
Yeah. I know, you gave me no reason to disbelieve you.
And you had no reason to check.
I can't do that.
None of you.
Well, Philippe can.
Philippe. She turns to you.
Did
Philippe.
her aura change?
Did her aura change? Well, were you watching Madon's aura?
Yeah, but you see, I can't. The problem being, I can look at an aura, but I've never seen Madon's aura before, so I can't tell if it's his aura or somebody else.
Did you just
that's
feed?
right.
Did you feed Philippe your blood? Shahrazad.
Perhaps, perhaps not. Is it your business?
It might be.
She steps towards you. She sort of swoops across to you effortlessly and frictionless. How is it your business?
This is my coterie. We are each other's friends. We're looking out for each other.
You will now begin the process of initiation. Put aside all of these old social accretions that you have obtained throughout your lives. Now you will learn to be zealots so that you may survive. For what is to come will surely kill you otherwise. She looks back around at Philippe. In the future, you should make a test. If somebody claiming to be Madame, Master, you will need to be sure that it is them.
And how do we do so?
Next time you meet the Master, it will be the true Master, and he will give you a password.
And what will that be?
As I said, he will give it to you for the future.
But how do we guarantee he's going to be the real one?
Excellent questions. The right questions, finally. Good luck.
I'm going to take a look at her aura
inky.
so I know what her aura.
She disappears into the inky darkness, Barry, as you were looking at her aura. You might have gotten a chance to see her aura, but I'll tell you this much about it, is it's shifting, and she seems to be able to control it.
Okay. All right.
Well,
I couldn't get a lock on her aura. It is like shifting. You know what I mean?
You've never seen an aura like it.
I've never seen anything like it
It's
in my
unique.
life.
Yeah.
I start walking back to the car. I beckon Francesco to follow me so I can teach him more about his
Now,
role.
where has Francesco been while
He-
this has all been going on?
He
'Cause I
was
don't-
with us.
And it's
Right.
too late.
Okay, well, in which case, Francesco has been standing, and he's just standing shivering.
You cold?
What happened? Well, I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure what was it that happened. I was waiting here for you. I saw we were going this way, and then we stopped, and I didn't know why we stopped.
It's
I've
okay.
been here the whole time. What happened? It feels that the weather's changed so quickly.
Strange things are going to happen to you more frequently, but I think we'll keep it simple for the meantime, shall we? And I'll teach him the basics as we
Right.
walk back to the car. I'm not
Right.
going to overburden him with
Right. What do you consider the
Bigger
basics
things.
in this case?
the basics would be. I wrote this down because just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah. Please hold while I try and figure this out. Okay. We'll go with like his newfound abilities.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, I did tell him briefly about how retainers are made, but I might go into it with more detail and why a retainer is created. And yeah, and then his newfound abilities and stuff. Keep it simple. Yeah.
Right.
Because
Sounds fair.
the times I've been able to talk to him, it's always been in duress. So it's
Right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
What the others are doing.
He is absorbing your information slowly. It's not going in as quickly as you would like. There's a bit of shock and resistance still kind of permeating his learning experience.
It's okay. We'll take it slowly if he needs to.
Okay. Right. Very good then. Very good. Philippe, what are you doing right now? Where are you going?
He's kind of all well, he's taken aback by it all a little bit.
Mhm.
He's trying to figure out, well, okay, he has all these abilities, but they have abilities that are so much better. So, what use are his abilities if they can quash them every time? Yeah. You know, that kind of thing going through his mind.
Right.
It's pretty big, you know.
Fair enough. Yep. Okay. Garth, what is Alexei thinking about at present?
He's got to be a lot more suspicious of things going on so he doesn't get his pants pulled down again like that.
Right. Right. Fair enough. Okay. And as you're wandering up towards the car, Dr. Shipman comes wandering out of the darkness, inky darkness.
Nice weather we're
Right.
having.
I point my Glock at him.
Password, please.
Yeah.
It's now paranoia.
Yeah.
They're no longer playing
You
vampire.
just came out of inky blackness.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would I trust you?
I look at his aura.
Okay. That's the smartest thing I've heard all day. Look at his aura. Let's see what that
I could say
Garth,
that, but it's not going to do
Are
anything.
you on Barry's character sheet tonight?
I am. Sorry, what would you like me to roll?
Aura perception.
Cool.
So that's perception and
Perception.
empathy.
Yep, that's right.
Thank you for that.
Oh, good, man. I'm surprised I actually kept up with it last week. It was a miracle.
Yeah, you did great.
3.
3 successes. Okay, yeah, he is a vampire. He is a confused vampire, but he's also an engorged vampire. Sage has such a filthy mind. What a filthy mind.
There's only one time a person uses the word engorged, okay? Only one time.
What type of person is that? A
Proper
dungeon
English.
master. Proper English, exactly. A well-spoken person.
Here's how you say an engorged vampire. And he is confused.
It gets worse.
It sounds like me.
He looks like a flaccid vampire to me. Sorry. Anyway, where the fuck have you been?
I've kind of been following you, just hidden.
What color was the bear then?
What
I
color
don't
was
know.
the bear? Mm.
I wasn't looking at the bear.
Should have been.
Looks like we have
You would have loved
somebody
it.
connecting.
Oh, what was? Oh, I already fought a bear. This is
Nah, this
another
one was
bear.
just he was just asleep in a cave that me and Philippe ended up in.
Oh,
Jeez,
Who
who am
am
I?
I?
Yeah, and he just went back to sleep, which was real awesome.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sweet.
Can I
Yes.
have Sven?
You fought a bear as well. I've also fought a bear. He's a rug somewhere in
Bear?
Russia.
Wow, it's crazy. You haven't been vocal the last few hours. No, the last day. You haven't been very vocal, and now here we are.
I was processing events.
Oh,
There was
right.
too-
Yes. Of
There's
course.
too many things happening at once.
So, okay. So, I mean, context. This is interesting. All right. So, where have you been? I think you've been the same place Dr. Shipman's been, or at least you're about to be the same place that
Thank
he
you,
has
boy.
just been. You're about to have an experience.
An experience.
You've been somewhere. Where were you last? What was the last point that you recall?
We were at the farmhouse.
The farmhouse. That was a little while ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was last. She wasn't there last session.
Is
I wasn't
there
there
any-
last session because it was on Christmas.
but we had you. Yeah, that's true. Did we get her character to do anything during that session?
Well, yes. Barry played her a couple of times.
I was her character for a
Oh,
while.
you played that. That was
Yes.
one of the characters. Yeah, that
Raya,
was
and
Raya.
then Sienna was.
Sienna,
But
we kind of didn't do
Sienna we
anything
didn't
with.
do anything with. Right. Okay. So we know
But
where
Raya
Raya
was
is.
handy.
Okay, so Raya is there, and she has just seen this conversation with somebody who she believed was the master, and so you finally met this this individual, this Methuselah vampire, and then after the conversation, he takes off his cloak, and it turns out that it's not him at all; it's somebody else obfuscating, pretending to be him. Which
Obfuscate can change your appearance.
oh yeah, level 3 obfuscate.
That's pretty cool. Cool.
Yeah, somebody should tell Mercy.
Someone's
he's
told her
doing-
many times, but she
Yeah.
doesn't want to be anyone else.
Right.
She's quite happy being herself.
Okay. Cool. Cool story, bro.
I just thought I'd convey her opinion.
Right. So after that occurred, blah 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 blah. Who are you? Yes, good question, Raya. You guys were sort of left on the spit of sand on the beach, not far from Cefalu. The one thing you did discover was that Cefalu is in fact the name of the town in which Mardon apparently was born and raised as a human 4,000 years ago or more. Who knows? Could all be bullshit. No idea. So that's what you learned. And as you turn and you start walking away from this whole scenario, Dr. Shipman popped up out of nowhere. And yes, what's your other character's name? Sienna?
Great. A little bit of trouble logging into Roll20.
Trouble on the old Roll20.
It does not like
Yeah,
my
okay.
password.
That's an interesting way of putting it. No.
Trouble on the old Roll20.
I lower
That's-
my Glock.
You lower your Glock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, well, yes. What is the plan? Are we doing anything? What is going on?
What knows? We've gotten here to Cefalu. They haven't given us any further instructions.
Sienna, you find yourself laying on this beach. You sit up. You have no idea how you got here, and you don't remember anything over the last 2 days. Since the last thing that you actually literally do remember.
I remember talking to the lady about not disturbing us at the barn. She was going to buy us some clothes. Not quite sure how it happened after that. Can I see anything? It's just a
Yeah,
beach,
you see these
water.
guys. You see these guys standing not far from you, like 50 meters away, about to get into a car.
oh fuck. She's gonna scramble up and then just run.
Quick, drive.
Okay.
No.
All right,
She's-
so
Doors.
as you're getting in the vehicle, people, Philippe, John, etc. Sienna's running up behind the vehicle now. Sienna, for anyone who doesn't remember, is do they know your clan? They do, eh?
And they know who sired me, so I assume so. Why the fuck is this not working?
It's obvious she's a Toreador, like obvious.
Sound like me.
It makes no sense.
Is
Makes-
caps lock on?
No.
What are you trying to do?
Log into Roll20.
Well, 20. Oh, okay.
That was a different email? Is that the right email?
That's fucking annoying.
All right,
I highly recommend a password manager type thing.
she's not on her. She's
I
on
only,
her parents'
I only
computer.
have like
Oh.
I only have like 3 passwords for things,
Right.
but I'm on a different computer. So
Oh,
the
yeah, I
pass-
didn't realize that at all. Like, you just move around
Yeah.
the rooms of your house so much. I'm like, you just, okay, you're a quaddy, but
Do you have your phone with you?
in the other room. Hold on.
You might be able to
I'm gonna
retrieve
reset my
emails.
password real quick.
Yeah, she'll try and reset it to what it originally was, and it will say you can't use the same password.
Yeah.
twice.
And then it will be you're locked out because you're on a new device or something.
Yep. Fucking lizards.
Yeah. Fucking bastards. You fucking bastards.
Anyway,
Anyway,
Well,
before we get going, I'm going to just turn in my seat and be like, all right, do any one of us have a plan of where we're going?
no, but I could really use a feed.
Okay. How about we go back to Milan? They mentioned something about we're gonna go back to Milan and then more tests will be had, but in Italian, which I don't speak or
Oh,
can
me.
do the accent for. So
right.
maybe we should just go back to Milan and then go get some food.
How far away was Philippe's house from Milan? It's quite
Milan.
a distance, right?
A little way out. Couple of hours.
Right. Well, we need to find a place to at least rest. So
Okay, so do you want to go back to Milan then?
Yeah.
All right.
don't
Yeah.
want to alarm you, but we have a visitor in the rearview mirror. Shall we leave her in the dust?
I look in
Yes.
the rearview mirror.
it's just two characters appearing out of nowhere is just a bit too convenient. For my liking.
Right.
Hold on. I'll exit
Both of them
the
controlled by the same player.
I'll
Same
exit the
person.
door of the car and point my gun at Sienna.
All
Oh,
right.
for fuck's sake. Really? Really?
We've dealt with a lot of shit while you haven't been here.
Nice.
Xena's gonna say, let me in and cast Dominate. If
Oh, really? Okay.
I can find my fucking character sheet. Hold on.
If I can find my character sheet.
Okay. I've managed to reset my password.
Okay.
So hopefully I'll log in.
All
On the
right.
bright side, I have Sienna's abilities.
Our willpower is
Oh,
pretty
good.
low, so yeah, I think you'll be fine.
Oh my god. Why would hold on, I'm resetting password. Just let her in the car, it's fine.
I'll just do it. Yeah, that's fine.
Just-
My willpower is so low, I probably would have agreed to it anyway.
We'll
So,
pretend
yeah.
that she did it and it succeeded, and it was the only dominate she's ever succeeded on.
Congratulations.
Right.
Yeah. I let
Well,
her in.
there you go. Can't argue with that.
Helps her way into the car and sits down.
That was some pretty cunning rules lawyering right there. Yeah.
Don't talk to me when I'm trying to reset passwords.
I don't think we should antagonize Caitlin right now.
Yeah.
I think we should just let her
we-
have anything she wants
Yeah.
for now.
Like, even a
I
password.
dominate Sage and
Yeah.
so she can't come in.
Can I roll dice to help her change her
You won't be able
password?
to succeed. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
You're Generation 9, right?
All right,
I'm
you're
Generation
driving
8.
Won't
Won't be able to work.
Fine.
driving into Milan.
Yeah.
All right, it's a very flat location, Milan, and the mountains that are so distant you can't even see them now.
Oh.
And around the city, the central city is dominated by not that many high rises. There's about probably less than 10 really super skyscrapers in the center of Milan. It's not a big city from that point of view, but there's this big flat landscape of historic buildings and cathedrals and Roman ruins and plazas and squares and things like that, which of course you can feel free to Google. What does
After-
Milan look like?
I'm in.
We're after a nightclub,
Yay.
I think, on behalf of Sienna and I, at least. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
What?
Let's go get someone drunk or high.
Oh, yes. Please. I actually don't know how long it's been since I've eaten anything.
I
was
need
on
to
a
buy
beach.
some supplies somewhere.
What kind of
Right.
supplies?
I need a laptop, a cell phone, duct tape, just heaps of stuff.
Right,
Duct
yes.
tape, nothing suspicious about that.
And some rope. And this isn't bettering things, but
I don't
I
know. We
would,
can
I
get
would
that,
be
but
happy to come help you do that. I'd like to get rope.
maybe. Oh, interesting.
Are you going to steal it or do you want someone to buy it?
I'm going to buy it.
Okay, well, okay.
Drop us off at a nightclub, and then you guys can buy whatever the hell you want. Pick us up later.
Ray is going to go with Alexi.
Right.
This way I only have one character per scene.
I don't have a cell phone or anything, by the way.
Do we not still have the radios from the armored truck that we stole?
We do, but we need to charge the batteries or get new
Oh.
batteries or
Gone
something.
through a lot of shit.
Do we
Okay,
not have a car charger? What is this?
how about you pick us?
This is the 1990s, y'all.
1999.
How about you go do what
That's
you
what
need to
the
Yeah.
that's what the smoker little bit was, and you shook this like thing that's like this fucking big, and it actually does the charging.
How about you
That's-
guys go do what you need to do?
Philippe-
Also, come up with like a place that we can stay. Pick us up in about 2 hours.
Philippe will make his way to.
Find another
So you're
bar.
going off to down to the nightclub while we go.
Philippe?
No, we're going to feed.
I'm going to a nightclub.
Okay. Well, Philippe, you've been to Milan a number of times, so you know a couple of nightclubs. There's a place called the Naviglio Grande, which is on the water. In fact, on one of the canals that runs through Milan. People don't think of Milan as having canals, but it does. Not quite as many as Venice. It's not Venice,
It
but
has a nice little canal area.
yeah. And so down by the water, there is a lot of people milling around, people who are, getting drunk and partying at the moment.
Let's go there, Sienna. Sienna, there.
Yes, let's go. That
All right,
sounds
let's go.
fabulous. Why is Google Docs being a piece of shit? All right, this is fine.
Why is it being a piece of shit?
Because I'm not at home and
Right.
I'm not in the same IP location.
Right.
Every single thing I log into is just like, oh, this isn't a new place. Is
Right.
this
Really,
you or are
really
you
does
being
suck.
hacked? And I'm like,
Right.
it's fucking me, let me in.
It's like, dude, just you need to be able to tell Google before you leave the house. I'm going to be leaving the house. I'm going to go to a couple of places. Give me access to my shit, motherfucker.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Add home address, add or confirm your recovery email or phone number. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
now.
So
Sorry.
over the top of the canals, there are lights, strings of lights hung up, and you can see what do you call that stuff? Neon shit all over the place. Neon signs along the sides of the canals. The buildings there are beautiful and old, and there is a nightclub there, which I assume you're going to pop into, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
That sounds
Okay,
like a great idea.
You get into the queue first of all to get into the club, and it's taken so far like 5 minutes moving through the queue.
I'm going to bang on the old oar stick.
Bang
Do
on
we
the oar
really-
stick.
Do we
Yeah.
really go into the queue? Do you know it's not that way? I feel like we don't.
That's not really. That's not how we roll.
That's not how you roll. You don't even go to the queue. Just walk up to the door and order.
Yeah, we cast all.
Okay, let's see how this all goes.
Nope, not me. It's up to you.
Okay, what is Oregon? Or is empathy and
No, charisma, performance.
oh,
And
charisma
Steven.
performance. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. Performance is no, not melee.
Attack the barman. You're-
Attack the person. It's fine. Level 7. What do we got?
Nope. Wow, we suck tonight.
What? Nothing.
Nothing.
This is
Well, if it
favorite.
helps, we
Philippe.
would technically have one each.
Philippe?
Philippe goes up to the doorman
Huh?
and
Kicks him in the shin.
what's the doorman's name? Because you'd have to be him.
Well, let's see whether or not you know the doorman, first of all.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking you.
Right.
Do I know him?
Do you know him? There's a chance that you know him. You came to this place for a reason, so
Yeah.
there's probably a good chance that you know him.
Yeah.
His name is. Let me see. Good name.
Antonio.
Antonio.
Banderas.
Banderas.
Andres.
Yes.
We assume he's a dude.
Also Philippe.
he
Philippe
might
number
be-
2.
Yeah, right. It's quite likely.
Like the Michelle of France.
His name is Lorenzo.
Lorenzo.
Yeah.
Do I know Lorenzo?
You do know Lorenzo just a little bit. Yeah.
Lorenzo!
He turns around. Ah, Philippe. You Philippe, yeah?
Yeah,
You are the one that does the paintings and the pictures, the books, the art, yeah?
that is the one, yeah.
I remember, yes, you were here like a few months ago now.
How is your sister and your brother?
You remember my sister and my brother. Wow, that is so impressive. They're good, excellent. In fact, my sister is here tonight, but what, you looking to get inside?
Yeah, I've got a couple of friends. Can they come in?
Do you want to make a, let's see, what can we make you roll? It's not awe.
Charisma, empathy, or
Yeah, charisma and empathy sounds
like
good.
a persuasion, I
Let's
suppose.
do a charisma and empathy check, please, for Philippe Gratiano.
Oh, that's good.
What did he get?
5.
5. Sorry.
Wow, okay. 5 successes, Philippe. Yeah, of course. No, come. Who are your friends? Tell me. Introduce
hi.
them.
Here they are, these beautiful ladies here.
I'm Lorenzo. I am a good friend of this man, Mr. Gratiano. His art is fantastic. You should see it. You should see it in the gallery. You should buy his books. Yeah.
Anyway, it is
I
good
did
to see
security
you
at
again.
one of his exhibitions a long time ago. That's how come I know him.
Right, yes.
Anyway, you should all come inside. Yeah, nice to meet you.
All right. Nice to
Okay.
meet you.
Shakes your
Fabulous,
hand.
thank you.
Come inside. Okay, so you go inside, and there's a thumping rhythm and a funky beat playing.
Is this Philippe, is this a bar for us?
This is why I have come here, yes. It is a bar for us.
Cool. All right.
Uh-huh.
As in they specialize in
Different
our...
group of people. Can I do organ and the
You can if you want. Yeah.
excellent, thank you.
Yeah, same. Please, because
That was shocking.
Roll 20 hates me.
Okay, well I got 7.
You got 7.
Yeah, so that's everyone in the building.
Big fat zilch.
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
I got those ones.
I just smile at Sienna as I
My powers on the front.
crowd surf the people.
Sienna is the most useless vampire. I don't think she's had a single success on any of her rolls ever.
Oh my god, really? That sucks.
Been a rough time for
That's
her.
kind of like Alex when he started off.
Yeah, that's
a lot
true.
of teething
Alex
issues there.
Had a bit of teething issues there. That's true.
To be
Well,
fair, I
so-
feel like Roll 20 just hates any character I
Barry.
build.
Do I know the owner?
Do you know the owner?
Do you know his sister?
Possible.
And
You've
you know
met
all
the
his
owner one time.
Okay.
The
Did
owner's
Francesco
name
join
is Azad, and
Zad.
he is a Middle Eastern gentleman.
Did Francesco join us? Or was he left outside?
That's up to you.
What did he want to do?
Well, he wants to come in, of course.
Oh, then he can
Francesco.
come in.
Why would
He can come with
Why
us.
hang on?
Sure.
All right.
But I'm busy with other people. A lot of other people.
All right.
Mhm.
Uh huh.
Guess I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go on the dance floor, dance for a bit, find someone I find incredibly attractive. Actually, find multiple someones, take them to a feeding lounge or whatever the hell that these guys do here, and I'm going to drink my fill.
Drink your fill. Okay,
Yes.
you're gonna make a self-control check, please.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna use.
But you know
Oh
what?
God, I can't.
You're gonna find that. When was the last time you drank Mardon's blood?
It would have been a long time ago.
Right.
It was.
Okay, no, that's fine.
It was,
I drank his blood just recently.
it was
Wow.
when we had like Philippe's paintings.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay. No, that's fine. That was a couple of days back.
probably more than a couple of days. It's been a while,
Right.
maybe 4.
Yeah.
Self-control is the only thing I consistently roll good on.
Right.
For
No.
Sienna. Not for Kit.
I'm gonna use a willpower, but it's probably not a good idea for me to do so.
Going to use a willpower.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to frenzy or anything. Killing
Do it, it'll
people,
be fun.
killing people aren't good. She's not a good person.
It's really not. She might stop you, she might
Okay,
not.
sweet. So 3 successes there. But after drinking from people, I feel really worn out.
All right.
Oof.
Okay. So you are full now.
Good.
So that's good. This is good. All
This
right.
is
What are
very
the
good.
others doing in the club? Philippe, are you looking for the owner or are you?
No, I'm basically, if they ask, I show them where the VIPs are, where they go,
Right.
and where to go and eat, because
Right.
it probably has a place where
Right.
where you partake and stuff like that.
Yep. Fair enough.
And introduce them to anybody I know, so they're not flowing in the wind,
Right. Okay. Should we all wave to Sienna's dad?
Hello. Goodbye.
Oh, Barry, by the way, just keep in mind you're at -2 dice at the moment.
We're all waving.
-2.
Yep.
Now you can hear them. Now
Yep.
you can hear.
No, I said that she took over my computer.
Right.
I'll go away now.
You have like
Thank
3
you.
computers outside and a laptop. You're
Yeah, no,
fine.
but this is the one I use because it's got 2 screens.
Yes, because
Oh,
I made
no.
you buy 2 screens.
Okay.
Right, little domestic, it's fine.
Yeah.
No worries. Okay, so where were we?
Did Madon's blood heal me up from my
Did it
problems that I
heal you
had?
up?
Yeah.
The problem, the most recent problem, let me think. Actually, it did, despite the fact that it was Scheherazade that delivered it.
Okay, all right, fine.
Including
Well,
aggravated.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's put everybody back to 0.
Does Rhea have any aggravated damage?
Not anymore.
Cool. And is she blood bonded to Mendon again for another level?
Everybody is now theoretically, I think, bloodbound to the Order of Mars. Is that right?
Rhea
Yep.
was at 1 previously. Is she now at 3?
She will now
I'm
be
not.
at 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Shipman, you most certainly
how
are.
I can't be bloodbound.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true.
Maybe
true.
that's why he wanted to kill him.
All right.
That's why he's the bomb.
That's right. He's the bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. That could get you in more trouble than it won't. You know what I mean? Okay.
Do they know you can't be blood bonded, or is that just like a lovely little secret squirrel thing that only you know?
You won't know that. You don't know the answers to that.
Cool.
Hmm.
I'm going to
They just the way I speak can probably tell.
Yeah, right. It's like something's sir, something's going wrong with patient 16. Okay. So the club itself is called Ponte Navigli. Navigli. I don't know if that's how you say it, but that's how I'm saying it. It sounds
Navigli?
why don't you ask Philippe?
Should ask Philippe.
How
How
is
do you say it,
spelled?
Philippe? It's spelt like this. I'll drop it into the chat here.
I wouldn't let him know.
But you would, because you're from Milan. Well, you're from here.
Ponte
You should know.
Navili. They don't pronounce the G. It won't be a G. So it'll be like Billy.
Navili.
Yeah.
Navili.
Navili.
Navili. That
Pompe
makes sense.
Navili.
Uh-huh.
I am talking out of my ass, but I feel like they don't pronounce the G in this.
Hmm.
One of the people I ate, I'd like them to also be high, if that's okay. Because high is good. Being
Oh, yeah.
high is good.
Speaking of which, does Sienna gain back a willpower point because she's really enjoying herself?
Sure. You will also have one other willpower point back too. Anybody that has lost one.
Oh, cool. From drinking?
Yeah.
So that's 2 back. Sweet. Thank you.
Correct.
After that, I'll be quite quiet and stay at a table by myself.
Okay.
I am exhausted. Oh,
All right. So you're sitting at a table by yourself. Exhausted. Fair enough. All right.
Sienna's gonna
I've
go
used a
join
lot
her.
of willpower. No crossword puzzles for me, please.
You see Sage, this beautiful Italian woman with this very fancy outfit on, like quite a tall hat. It's a hat as well as a kind of veil at the same time, and it's tall and draped down over her face quite a long way. And she's got very sharp lines in her outfit, and it's somewhat see-through as well. And she comes walking over towards you as if she had been trained to walk on a catwalk. And she comes over towards you and she says, in Italian, do you speak Italian?
No,
You do not speak Italian.
I have no idea what she's saying.
She starts speaking Italian to you, and she looks at you
I'm just
waiting
like-
for confirmation.
I'm English. I'm sorry. I don't understand.
She smiles and she turns back to her friends, a group of friends, and she says, in Italian, she says English, Anglais, whatever English is in Italian, quite loudly. Philippe, what are you doing? Philippe Gratiano, what are you doing?
I am I found a place to sit and I'm sitting there, basically.
Yes. All right. Fair enough. So you're watching everybody else.
Yeah.
Shipman, are you here?
Yep.
Yeah, I would have been following Philippe.
You're following Philippe. Okay, cool. Garth, where is Alexis?
Me and Rare are going on a shopping montage.
Yeah.
Him and
Yes, Trovia, we're going shopping for lots of bondage things.
So
You-
much
Not for
duct
that
tape.
reason.
him and Rare. Is it
Yeah,
Alexis
that's
and Rare? Okay.
Yeah.
Are they going to have an affair?
Nah.
Yeah, that's a shame. Never mind.
I mean, they're not with anyone, right? Not that I
Right.
know of.
Why not?
How is it an
That's true.
affair?
It's not an affair then. Is it? It's true.
Nah.
Okay.
Mm.
Never mind then.
Mhm.
Okay, so that woman, she's standing over by you.
Technically, it can be an affair. It could be a torrid affair, even if you're not with someone.
It'll definitely
That's
be
true.
tired with a nos.
It could be a Tory,
A Toreador, except she's not a
affair.
Toreador. She's a Mated
Bruja?
or whatever. She's a
Bruja
Bruja
Kaite?
Mated. Kaite, that's the word.
The girl turns back to you, Sage,
Mhm.
and she says, "What is your name?"
I'm Sage.
Nice to meet you, Sage. I am Angelina Giovanni.
Okay. Like out of game, I know Giovanni's like
Uh-huh.
a clan, but
Do you know?
does
You can make an
Sage know?
occult check.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Wits and occult.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wits?
Mhm.
I guess we are in the moment. Just the one. Why? Why did you roll it? Okay.
I wanted to test something.
All right.
What?
I'm still rolling knots. Call me fucking infertile. I'm shooting blanks.
You are
What?
shooting blanks.
Blank rolls, infertile rolls. That's weird. You're so weird.
But yeah, just the one
Blank, blank,
success.
blank.
So one success. No. No.
It's nice to meet you. What was her name again? Sorry.
Angelina Giovanni, you do not know my name.
No, I don't.
Where are you from?
From London.
She turns to her friends again. Her friends are kind of moved up on her now. There's a little gaggle of them. London, she says to them. They kind of begin to fill the area where you guys are. Are you all together or are you spread out throughout the club?
I said I was on my own.
You're on your
I
own.
said I went to go see Sage, so
Right.
I'll probably be walking up.
Shipmans with Philippe. Alexis, where were you?
Shopping.
Are you
Shopping.
fucking kidding me?
What did you just do?
I tried to use my aura perception. I have rolled 5 zeros.
Well, that's because you
In
didn't
a
ask
row.
me if you could roll aura perception first.
Should have asked, man.
It's not real if you don't ask.
Well, there you go. It doesn't count.
It doesn't count. Roll
Did I
again.
roll again?
Roll
Make
again.
it- roll your perception and empathy.
With an H modifier. Jesus fucking Christ. -2!
Ooh.
Just like me last week.
Okay.
Wow, this is so fast.
So this is aura perception on these. On who?
I wanted to know if they were vampires heading towards Sage. Because
Right.
Sienna just saw some random people walking up to Sage. And she's like, who the fuck are these guys? Let me see. Let me check them out. No,
So
JK.
Sienna, you can't even see their auras. There's something fucking weird going on. Like you can't tell if they're humans or ghouls or vampires or what they are.
Do I see this
You see
person
this?
talking to Sage?
Sure, you do.
Have I ever seen this person before?
Have you ever seen this person before? Yes, you have. She appears to be, as far as you know, she's a member of Clan Giovanni, and she and her ilk are somewhat protected here by the prince and the Tremere, in fact.
Ah. And her name was again, sorry?
Angelina Giovanni.
I walk over.
Mhm.
Angelina, it is good to see you again.
She turns around, and let's see if she can remember who the fuck you are. Well, she looks at you for a long moment, and she says, you are a Toreador. I remember this.
That is correct. My
I've
name
not
is Philippe Gratiano.
Gratiana. Ah, interesting. So nice to meet you again.
How have you been?
I'm well. Now they're standing right in front of Sage right now.
Oh, I see you've met my friend. From England.
She is your friend. She
Yes.
smiles. Caitlin, you look like you want to say something desperately.
No, that's just Sienna, like, just sort of watching.
Okay.
She's not saying anything.
All right. Continue.
You're fine.
So how have you been?
She says, I'm well.
Oh, that's
I've-
good.
Things have not changed. They never do.
Oh, are they not always continuous? It is sometimes boring.
Sometimes boring. Where have you been? I have not seen you here for a long time.
Oh, I've been to England for some time.
I see.
Traveled a bit of Europe.
Do you like traveling?
Oh yes, I love traveling. And you? Have you traveled at all?
From time to time.
Ah, yes. So, you are here for the evening, perhaps?
For a while, I suppose.
Ah,
We have things to do tonight. There is another party later tonight. Would you like to come to it?
Sienna is
Yeah.
now going to impose herself
I-
in the
yeah.
conversation and say, party? Yes, but love a party.
Okay, Sienna, you can speak Italian. Makes sense.
I just spent the points for it. In the chat, I was just like, many points do I need to spend for this?
Right, cool.
I have now points. Returning.
All right. Well, there is a small party tonight at the Giovanni Manse, if you wish to come.
Oh. Have I ever been to the Giovanni Manse or
I don't
invited there?
think you have.
I have. I will talk to my friends and see if they wish to join me, perhaps.
Oh, did you think that I was inviting everyone?
Well, sorry, I ate talking to.
I suppose they may all come. That will be amusing. Bring your
I-
friends. Bring your
I-
friends.
I will ask them if they wish to come. I do
Makes
not
a-
know if they want to leave from here, you see.
She makes a kissy gesture and turns and leaves.
Okay.
Why?
Philippe does not throw up.
I see.
He just looks
That
at
word
Sage.
is a little much.
Say that again, Sage.
Sorry, that woman was a little much.
Yes.
Or she is a little much for
Whew.
everybody.
Little rude.
I found someone that was incredibly high and it was amazing.
And that's
But,
me saying that.
Amazing.
But yeah, I'm feeling really exhausted recently.
You're
Really
right.
out of it. I don't know. I just can't get my head to think straight.
Xena is now sitting across from Sage and just like staring at her like very intently.
Okay.
What's wrong? You're doing something weird with your eye.
Okay, well, pretty high for one, but
Oh, you found someone.
I did. I mean, they're passed out, but it's fine.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
It's fine.
Sage,
Um,
you do not want to go to a Giovanni party, do you?
I don't know.
Has
You
Sienna
know
heard
how
of Giovanni?
like
What's the question?
Has Sienna heard of Giovanni? Does she know who that?
Sienna, you can make a intelligence and occult check, please.
Gonna be 0 for like 6.
So what?
We're gonna be 0 for 6. Oh, we got 2
Different-
successes finally.
2 successes. Right. Yeah, you've heard of Clan Giovanni. There's some story that they were kind of founded in the Middle Ages and they came from some other clan that were killed off. Apparently they're very tasteful, but they do have a bit of a history of being involved with morticians and necromancers and death-related stuff.
Sorcerers then.
Necromancers, maybe? That's what they're typically called by Camarilla individuals.
yeah. So, like when we first started this journey, everything was all good, but I've spent a lot of time focused on trying to get everyone from point A to point B safely. So mentally, I'm almost tapped out.
You're feeling a bit fatigued.
Yeah,
It is alright. I know how you feel.
I don't know how to
I'm
get
pretty
myself back.
tapped myself.
Well, I feel great, and I feel like a party would be fantastic. But if you guys want to be a party pooper, fine.
I'll go.
You don't have to. It's being
Um,
flippant.
it's what I would love. It's what I'd love to do. Under normal circumstances, going to parties and all this stuff. But yeah, mentally exhausted. So maybe I'll stick to the walls or something. I don't know.
Sounds so enthusiastic.
Ooh.
I'm not really wanting to go to a Giovanni party. I have to sort other things out in my mind.
Or perhaps I'll have another party another day. We don't have to go to this one.
That is true. That is
Not
true.
like it's a once in a lifetime opportunity or anything.
And they're really poncy and they speak Italian in front of you. And for me, I can't understand it, but you can tell that a person's being a bitch just from their mannerisms.
But it should.
Sienna is going to say to Philippe in Italian, can you tell them being a bitch when I'm speaking Italian?
Obviously.
Yeah.
I don't understand what you're saying, but I'm like, obviously.
And he says, no, you are not the bitch. In Italian, I am the bitch.
Wow.
So just in English then. Very good.
Okay. All right. Have you got what you required, or would you like to be left alone, girls? There's so much Milan to see.
I suppose we need to find somewhere to stay.
I have an apartment in the city.
we are waiting for the others to arrive, so I don't have any ability to contact them. I don't know where they are, so.
Well, there's nothing to say that we have to stay here for them to find us. We could leave word with the bouncer or whatever his name is and just say if anyone comes looking for Philippe, send them that way.
We could leave Francesco here at the door.
Have any of you got a cell phone right now?
Oh, I don't
Nobody's
know.
got a
I
phone.
think so.
I have got the
got a
remnants of
phone.
what used to be a cell phone.
Got the radio.
Oh
so
wait, no,
that's
I don't have
needs-
anything
I
anymore.
didn't take anything when I
Right.
came here, so.
Okay.
No.
Why don't we purchase some cell phones? I feel like this is a very bit of an inconvenience, really. We need to go find a way to contact each other. Can't be running gallivanting all off. Splitting the party is not exactly a great foundation to do with a thing.
How often does each of your characters go through their own pockets?
Fairly
Not very
often.
No, never.
That's what I use to store away all my
I know
stuff
what I
in.
have on my person.
Do you ever put your hands in your own pockets?
Yes.
Right.
I would with my old jacket, but this is a new jacket.
Sienna is not used to wearing things with pockets.
I would go through my doctor's
True.
bag. but
Philippe has
I've lost
nothing
that by
but
now.
pockets.
If
his
someone was
clothes.
to leave a card, like a business card, on your person, where would they put it?
Still
Probably
looks
in
our
the
face.
pocket.
Hopefully in a clothes pocket.
Right.
Yeah, jacket pocket.
Right. So what are the
I don't
chances that you
know.
might find it, or when do you think you might find it?
Well, I'm just going to check my wallet now to see where all my cards are at so I can actually buy something.
I'm
Right.
Rayo would
checking.
probably
I'm
find-
checking to see
find
if I have a cell phone. I can't remember.
You don't have a cell phone, I'm afraid.
It doesn't matter if I don't.
Yeah.
I'm just checking because I'm looking for one.
Okay, well, you and Alexi can both roll wits and investigation checks.
Can I roll
Right.
one for Raya?
Yeah.
Because she probably would.
Sure. Anybody
One
that goes through
for
there.
Barry.
Barry, yeah, you see a card that you don't.
I mean,
know-
sorry, 0 for Barry.
0
And
for
now
Barry.
for me.
Never
I
mind.
mean, he was
then.
going first.
Take that back.
2 for Raya.
Right, Ray, you find a business card that you've never seen before.
Just
Alexa, do you know
investigation.
what
There
this
we
is?
go. 4 successes for Alex.
4 successes for Alex.
Is it
Hey,
in my
Green
wallet?
Team.
No.
You guys are pulling out the same business card at about the same time. It says Avon Apartments. And on the back of the card, there is a symbol that looks a lot like an ankh stamped in the corner. And underneath it says light-proof, secure, elite.
Does this seem suspicious to you, or
And there's a phone number.
do you feel like this might be legit?
I don't know. I'll give it a call once I get some cell phone.
Yes, we should probably pick up some phones. Maybe we should get at least 3.
I'm gonna buy a 6-pack for the team
That's a good idea.
because I care.
That's a good idea.
6
We tend to go a long time with not being able to contact each other, and it's very, very ironic that by happenstance we end up in the same place a lot of the time.
And on that note, is my wallet and everything there before I go and try and buy something and I'm broke?
It is there.
Cool. Well,
Yes.
let's go shopping. We'll go to an all-night department store if we can.
All right. Yep. What are you gonna buy?
Just one average laptop, 6-pack of cell phones, some rope, duct tape, first aid kit, just a whole lot of other random stuff, batteries.
A
Yeah.
hammer.
Can you make a intelligence and computer check, please?
Can I assist? Can he have?
You can
Advantage.
You can give him one extra dice. You can add another dice to your dice pool.
2 successes.
All right, 2 successes. You do manage to remember to get the laptop in an English operating system
Cool.
and
That
not
was
in
good.
Italian, because that's a fucking irritating outcome.
Mm.
I once had a tablet that only spoke Chinese.
Yeah, I had a printer that did that.
Yeah.
Could you not change the language?
It wouldn't
Not
change.
once it's that.
Once it's that, yeah.
Yeah.
This is back before like Translate or anything. It was just like, well, that's
Yeah.
kind of broken. Whoops, why
My
did I do
car
that?
still speaks Japanese,
Right,
and
my
I can't
car's-
change the clock on it because
Mine
it
does
doesn't
that
want to
too.
change.
Weird, isn't it? And they thought Y2K would kill us. Oh well.
It's just gonna be lost in translation, really.
Yeah. Okay, so what are you guys doing? Anyone doing anything in particular at
I
this?
put my head on the table.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She's a bit of lightweight, isn't she?
I-
Philippe.
Also
Oh.
a bag.
Also a bag. You buy
So
a
I can put
bag.
my crap in it. Cool.
All right, you can do that.
Is Sage alright?
Trying to think if there's anything else we might need.
Right. Well, we've got rope. We need duct tape. We need cell phones. We've got laptop. Chargers. Probably good idea for the radios that we have that need charging.
All right. I've got
Mm.
batteries, but yep, chargers. Cool.
So get one of those like blackout blankets that's meant for hypothermia, but would be good for reflecting sunlight.
It's first aid kit, and I've also got some plastic sheets.
That's a good idea. I like that idea.
All right.
And I get enough for the team. Can
Can
I
I
get a
get a
willpower
nail gun?
point back for caring?
You can get a willpower point back for caring,
Nice.
because caring is sharing.
It
Or
is.
Sharing is caring.
Oh, wait.
All right, who wants some
Were you
rope?
guys perplexed by the fact that I'm acting?
No, the fact that you're
This
nuts
way?
is just like the most normal thing we've actually
Philippe,
got going for us at
Philippe.
the moment. It is an absolute anchor
got
of our stability. No,
I got it.
I think Philippe's
somehow.
perplexed by the fact that he doesn't know why he's being hated.
Oh, excellent.
Right,
I'll
right.
take that.
You know,
Oh.
like already asked like why you're a lightweight, and she's sort of just looking at you, going like, "What's going on?" Ray is not there. She's wanting a nail gun.
oh, I'm also going to get some red wine for old mate Francisco.
Do I get willpower back from everyone being confused?
Oh, we should get some cable
Perplexed.
ties. Cable ties are always a good equipment to have.
All right, cable ties
Okay.
turn in.
I'm like really low.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
I feel a
what
bit
else
better.
do you need if you're a budding serial killer in a hardware
Budding
store?
serial killers, right? You need
I
Duct
grab a bag
tape,
of marshmallows to
masking
make it seem a bit better.
Some
Right.
bleach.
some lollies, some children's lollies.
Some children's toys, this is fine. Can I get a nail
marshmallows.
gun, or is that not something that exists?
You can get a nail gun if you want.
Still, I want a nail gun.
All right. You buy
Right.
a nail
And
gun.
nails.
And I have 3 resources, so I can't
You
actually
have-
afford this.
You have a box of 300 nails that are the correct size for your nail gun.
Great. I will add
Okay.
that to my.
But the nail gun I don't know if it's electric or if it has to be plugged in. It may have to be
I'll-
plugged in 1999.
They'd have RAM
They'll
set
have
ones. They
a
go with like little
battery.
22 cartridge trucks.
have,
That's
like-
true. Yeah, okay.
Or it's air pressure. Like you get like a gas
Right.
thing, and it's like.
Right. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it would be air pressure.
I
Right.
buy some extra air pressure. Some air
Right.
pressure.
Some
Pressurized air
extra,
canisters.
extra gas. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Russell's just like, why do you want a nail
I don't even care. I've seen players do some weird shit and then justify it later. I had this one player once, he was like, I'm going to go to a vegetable store. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? He goes, I'm going to buy a potato. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And he goes to assassinate this dude. He sticks the potato on top of his head and shoots, and it makes no noise. It acts like a silencer. So what the
Genius.
fuck? Who knew that was going to happen?
Do you know silencers aren't actually a thing in real life?
What?
The suppressors.
They're suppressors,
Yeah,
but
they're
they don't.
suppressors.
They're
That's-
suppressors, but they don't make it go like they're
No.
still loud.
It's like
yeah, but they
Like-
don't go as bang as they go.
Mm.
No, but it's still very loud.
We
Yeah, I
get back
play
on.
enough video games.
In movies, you have like a silencer which makes it go, and that's it. But in real life, it's just like slightly less of a bang. So it's
Welcome
like a car
back.
backfiring.
Yeah. All right, people.
Right, they have a nail gun. Very good.
You got a nail gun? Some of you are at the club, some of you are still shopping. I assume you're going to go back to the club with your nail guns and stuff, or what?
Sage, you're right.
oh, all my stuff's going in my bag. I don't know about a nail gun, but my
Okay.
stuff's all good.
I'm feeling
putting it
a little
in my
bit better,
Okay.
just a little.
FYI, it's 4 a.m.
Can I use Auspix to see what the fuck's going on with Sage? Like, is it all aura weird?
You can try.
Yes.
I need to find somewhere for us to sleep too.
How is it? Perception, empathy.
I see if
Yeah,
there's
you can
a
certainly
phone
try. You've sucked
at
at this
this,
so far.
at this
Oh,
club.
so great at rolls,
A
man.
phone at the club.
Yeah, just like a wall phone
like a wall
One
phone.
success.
or like a pay
I'm a
phone.
vampire.
Yeah, like a payphone. Yeah, there's three. There's three of them. They're being
That's right.
used at the moment by two young men and a young lady who just don't seem to want to get off the fucking phone, to be fair. They just keep sticking 20-cent coins into the, or whatever the equivalent is.
This is ridiculous.
Lira.
I'm gonna go over and ask if I can borrow
Do you speak
some
Italian?
coins. Oh no, I don't. Oh, but I'll just like gesture with, the phone.
Can you make
and
a
coins.
persuasion check? A charisma and manipulation. No, that's the same thing.
Can I?
Charisma
Can
and leadership.
Is
There
it
you go.
persuasion?
Is there a persuasion? There isn't one, is there?
No, there is not.
So it'll have to be leadership. Charisma and leadership. As opposed to manipulation and leadership. Two successes. Okay, so one of the guys just casually just hands you like three quarters, the equivalent of 3 quarters, stuffs them into your hand, and he's still talking to Benito, whoever the fuck Benito is. Blah 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 in Italian. You've got your 3 quarters there.
I'll go over to is it Siena, the Italian one?
Sure.
And hand her the quarters and say, hey, call the number on this
What?
card that we have.
Oh, I'm still.
We can
I'm talking to Sage. She's. Oh, right. Yes, I can
Oh.
come out and do that.
I've just got a button.
That's fine. What do you want?
We might be able to stay here.
Oh, this is exciting. Business
It's
card.
light proof.
It's laminated. Very nice. All right, let's go. So I go
Alright.
to the phone,
Mhm.
call the number.
Call the number.
Phone's busy though, right?
Hi,
Oh,
can I
is it-
help? Oh,
is it
you,
people
well,
on the
eventually
phone?
you'll get. Eventually, if you hang around long enough, you'll get a phone. Or if Shipman bullies somebody to fuck off.
or Philippe Oars for people
Or
at the phone.
Philippe Oars,
Sienna's gonna walk over and go, excuse me, are you done with your phone?
no, no,
She's gonna take the
fucking-
phone and hang it up.
The fuck is wrong with you?
I'm busy. And she uses the phone.
This person stands there and yells and shakes their hands at you for a good minute or so while that's going on. Nobody does shit about it. Okay, but the phone rings. Good evening. How can I help you?
Yes, I've got a business card here for
Uh-huh.
was it something apartments?
Avon Apartments?
Avon Apartments. Fabulous. Yeah, I've got about a group of 6 people who need maybe 1 or 2 apartments. Have you got any availabilities?
We do have availabilities right now.
Fabulous.
Yeah. I'll give you the address. You got something to write on?
Yes, we'll probably be there within the hour if that's okay.
Excellent. We'll get you there and get you settled in.
Right. Name under Sienna.
Excellent. We'll see you soon then, Sienna. Thank you for calling.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Boop.
Right, we've got 2 apartments. We can go show up in about an hour's time. I then give the phone back to the lady who's screaming. And I
Okay.
give her a coin and go, thank you. And she walks off.
Right. She's like, she still goes for another minute after that. All right. So the rest of you, what's happening? Yes, you, Garth. That's you.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just
What are you
wondering.
doing?
I will be heading back to the nightclub with Rhea.
Okay. All right. So you've gotten all the stuff. Where are you putting it?
It's in my bag.
Backpack.
You think you're walking into a nightclub with a bag like that?
I'm gonna wait outside.
Well, we'll go put it in the car.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Put it in the car. That's good. All right. Then you can go into the club, and you do. Then you find these guys, I assume. They've
Oh,
been-
Alexis, I wondered when you would turn up.
I found one of these and flicked the card at someone on the table.
Oh, I've already found one of those. We've called it. We've got 2 apartments ready for us in about an hour's time. Catch up.
I don't know. It sounds like a good way to die, to be fair. Like just random cards in our pockets and just come
Yes.
spend the night.
But considering we've been under contract by someone who seems to be interested in giving us a lot of trials, surely we need to go where we've been led. If not to
I'm
find
all
out
good,
what is
thanks.
there.
This feels like a trap,
Yeah,
but we are pretty skeptical, aren't we, Alexei?
I'm always skeptical.
Very skeptical.
Right. Do you have a better idea of where we should go?
Just go get another hotel for a few days.
I'm just remembering the last time when we did that and the police turned up.
Yeah, we had a stolen security vehicle and it was just.
It just feels like if we go to this, the place on the card, at least the police know where to find us this time.
Well, I feel like our next mission will probably happen tomorrow, so we should probably just go. Maybe.
All right. You let me know how it goes, then I'm gonna go find my own room.
Fine. What do you think, Philippe?
I will. I still want to go with Alexei.
I think. Well, we have Francesco here, who is probably dithering. Hey.
What?
Hello. Yes, we were talking about you. But we've got Francesco here who can stay up and keep an eye on everything for us. And
You want me to keep an eye on everything from here?
like, if we were to take the room in the card here, at the place in the card here, you can look after us, right?
Yeah, I do. I am not sure actually. Okay, let's go and have a look at the apartment, and if we think
Yeah, we'll do that.
Let's be picky.
we'll go and have a look.
You don't have to stay
Just
with
ask
like
questions.
bedbugs or something.
It's not the bed bugs I'm worried about.
Really?
No,
They're quite, they're
Bulletproof,
quite itchy.
so we do not have
Wouldn't
to
want do that
sleep.
again.
Right. So you're going to go to the apartments now, or what?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
And I hand out 5 of the cell phones when I get in the car.
Okay. So you're handing out Christmas
Yep.
presents.
And I also give one to Francesco and a first aid kit to John.
the first aid kit to John.
Yeah.
Aw.
To go with his doctor's bag.
Aw.
So there's 7 of us.
I don't think I
and
have a
six cell
doctor's
phones.
Well, I
anymore.
grade 7 cell phones. I don't know. I tried to count. Like, seriously. Like, I do not have as much intelligence as Alexis.
Right, yes.
Right.
Ray has pulled the car around and we'll get everyone in.
Sweet. Yeah.
Okay. So you
Did
all
you
get in
enjoy
the
your
car.
night out?
Yeah.
It was
It was
all right.
productive.
It was we got what we wanted out of it.
It was nice. You should have come.
Nice little buzz on.
Right. And off you go.
Where are we going? We're going to the apartment.
You're going to the apartments.
Yeah.
So you have to drive across the city to the other side of a couple of rivers. You have to drive over bridges and things until you get to this hill. And up on the side of this hill, there is this bunch of very not amazingly beautiful, but fairly standard-looking apartments. They look robust. They have big gates around them at the bottom. And as you drive through, you can make perception checks.
3.
3.
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else?
2 for Philippe and
1.
1,
3 and a 5.
3 and a 5. Okay. So you see, there's
and I got 1.
a lithe figure in a red latex motorcycle outfit stands next to a motorcycle out the front, and sees you coming, and starts waving their hand like this. She has a red helmet on with a black visor, and she ushers you forward and then points towards an underground car park.
Do we want to drive into the underground car park?
Let's
We
just
might
go
as
where
well.
we're directed.
Alrighty. So anyway, Raya will drive us down there.
I start
Right.
obfuscating.
You drive down there and you're followed by the red motorcyclist. And she comes up and parks next to your vehicle and gets off the motorcycle. She's not very tall. Takes off her helmet. She's got short black hair. Pale skin. Looks at you guys. Stands there and puts her hands in her pockets until you get out of the car.
About the car?
Yeah, get out of the
Hi, I'm QED. Who are you?
Hi,
she
I'm
speaking English?
Sienna.
Yeah, she's speaking English with an American accent.
Hi,
Sage.
I'm Alexis.
Alexis. Nice to meet you, Alexis. QED. That's all I can tell you for now. Anyway, it was one of my friends put the cards in your pockets, so I just want to
At what
alleviate
point?
your friends, your fears. That doesn't matter. But in any case, I'm part of the whole thing that's going on with you guys right now. And you've been put into my care, as it were, while you're staying in Milan. And I look after these apartments here, so I figured you probably want somewhere like this to stay. Come inside, let me show you around. She takes you in. There's this lift. She goes like, first of all, the security here, there's going to be like iris recognition at the gate where you bring your vehicle downstairs. So someone's going to need to literally steal your eyeball if they want to get down here. You know, it's not totally unheard of, but, you know, not easy to do.
Right, so we should probably make that either me or Alexis, because he can run away.
She smiles. She goes, you won't have any problems. Don't worry. Everything's going to be fine. And you get in this elevator and it starts going up. So I'm taking you up to the 7th floor, which is almost the top. There's only 9 floors in this building. And you get up to the what did I say? The 7th floor. Ding. I'm going to show you room 718. It's over here. And she takes you just over to the door. She's very cheerful. And she buzzes you in. Boom. You go into this big apartment. And you see the whole wall is glass with these metal shutters that are facing you open. And she goes, I figure you're probably going to want to see this first of all. And she swipes this thing near the door, and all the shutters just go. Because those, by the
So
way,
handy.
are bulletproof.
Even better.
And they keep out all the light, absolutely everything. You find that from this console over here, you can control your music, your lights, the temperature. You can get a little video feed from here of your car access if you need to.
Sounds like a party. I like it.
Right.
Can I ask you
yeah, sure.
Sorry, I have a question. Where do I get a fancy catsuit like that?
A fancy cat suit like that. Are you
Yeah.
pulling my leg? She smiles. She
No,
goes,
I
I
mean-
can get you something, I'm sure. Don't worry.
Okay.
It
Can
is
you get it in
rather
a, like
stunning.
can you get it in a dark blue?
We can get it in any color you want, darling. And we can get it
Excellent.
made with Kevlar padding so it's bulletproof.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yes.
god.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I look like
yes.
Tatiana. Oh, I always thought she was a fucking fox in her one. So yes, right. Thank you.
Definitely
Sure.
loving your style, darling. Definitely loving it.
Thanks. It's just for work. I don't like wear this normally. Oh yeah, it's a uniform. I wouldn't wear this to
Do
party.
you have
Come
any
on.
extras?
You want stuff like this? It can be done, but you know. Anyhow,
Taking a weird turn.
this is taking a weird turn. She shows you around the apartments. This particular apartment has 6 bedrooms. Each bedroom has a huge mechanical box that looks like a, well, what does it look like? It looks like a huge metal coffin, massive thing, massive, in the center of the room. And each one is mechanical, so when it's hit, the remote control opens it up, it kind of transforms open and splits open, and smoke comes out of it.
What is this for?
Oh, these are your sleeping compartments.
So fancy. What?
Well, these are bulletproof, they're bomb-proof, they will pretty much survive a nuclear blast.
Is the
You don't
remote
have
control?
Are
on the
we gonna be
controls?
safe here?
Do you?
Sure, you can even communicate with each other. There's a control line between the boxes. You can talk, and you have access to phone and internet inside there.
You don't happen to have any beds, do you? Or just the boxes?
You want a bed?
It's past trauma. It's fine. I can deal with it. It's okay.
I can organize something if that's what you want.
No, she's fine. She's just being fussy.
Sure.
So will we
Don't
be
worry about
safe
her.
here?
Oh, that would be amazing.
Ignore her. It's fine.
Okay. Well, anyway, that's pretty much everything. Is there anything else anybody would want that you're interested in? Oh, the shower's through there as well. The bathroom and everything is in there. It's quite big. She walks in and takes you in there. It's fucking huge. And it's in the center of the room, a massive glass pillar that's there. That
Start
would fit,
taking off my
like,
jacket.
2 or 3 people would fit inside that bath.
Ask if there's somewhere to get something to eat.
Sure. Like, you mean like something to eat or something to eat?
No, something to eat.
Right. Well, right here, I would recommend that you probably want to go down to the clubs down in central Milan, to be honest. Depends what you like. I don't really know what you like.
All right. Just whatever,
I
really.
don't think he's particularly picky.
I mean, there's a restaurant here in the downstairs on the first floor, but I don't know whether you want that type of thing. It's mostly really stuffy rich people, to be perfectly honest with you. So, you know,
I love this place.
Caitlin.
I like
Can I use-
Kara for
I want to
trouble.
know if she's a vampire.
Yeah, sure. You can make an aura perception check. Is that what you're using? Yeah.
Perception.
Perception and empathy.
Empathy at level 8. Let's see if Sienna's powers are actually working again. Nah.
No. don't have a clue. How many
Minus
dice?
1.
How many dice do you have?
2, 4, 6 dice.
6 dice. You have enough dice to know that she's a vampire.
It's a
Even with a -1?
the difficulty is 8 as well.
Difficulty is 8. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose you don't know.
There's no way getting around it.
Her powers are on the fritz. Something
Yeah.
has happened. She is useless at the moment.
Right.
Raya is going to
What's
ask,
happening?
does
Oh.
anyone else have control to the shutters in the room, or is it purely contained with us?
It is. Oh, it's entirely contained within the unit. Nobody else has control of this place. This is entirely yours once you're inside here. Now the code, even I don't know the code, but here's the envelope that has the key code in it. If at any time you reject your furnishings and you would like to leave, I suppose, you would just need to inform me and we'll just change the code.
Good to know. Thank
Thank
you.
So
you.
this envelope has the code. She gives it to you. It's a 6-digit code you put into the door on the way in, either downstairs or at the front door. It also works for your mailbox and any other amenities that may or may not crop up.
Make
Yeah.
note of it and pass it around.
Thank you.
Okay.
When
so you-
everyone leaves the bathroom, I'm gonna lock it, and I'm gonna have a shower. Or
Okay.
no, I'm gonna have a bath. I'm gonna have a bath.
You know, a bath. Okay, cool.
There's a bath. I will be.
So just for
Up on
your
that.
information, though, the shower has like 3 pillars of water inside the shower that come out.
I'll
in
have
3
a shower.
different directions.
I'll have a shower first, and then I'll have a bath,
then
and
have
I'll
a
have another
bath.
shower.
Sienna's
Right.
gonna try and run into the bathroom and get stopped and like Sage blocks it before she can get in. She goes, fuck.
Then those pillars, those pillars that jet the water, they then jet hot air
Ooh.
from the bottom
Just
up.
get a
and
body
down.
dryer.
Exactly.
You'll just hear a lot of like,
Exactly.
ooh, you know, like
I'm really,
really,
just describing the apartment that I want.
you'll
be
hear
honest
like a
with
lot of sounds of pleasure coming from the bathroom.
Right.
Can I go over the computer systems and make
Ridiculous.
sure what she said is true?
Honestly, ridiculous. There isn't
Sure.
two bathrooms. Is there? Is there just the one? How many bathrooms are there in the apartment? Is it just the one?
There's one main bathroom, yeah.
One
there,
main
there might be
bathroom.
another toilet somewhere in the building, in the apartment, I think. What did you get there, Garth?
I got.
This is intelligence and computers.
We also have
Don't you dare
Francesca.
use all of the
One
hot
success.
water.
One success. Garth, it looks feasible that what she said is true. You would also have to say that as an IT person yourself. Is your character an IT person, or is he a
He's
nurse?
got two on computers, but doing reps of research and stuff like that.
Right. So I guess as a semi-qualified person, you would know that it wouldn't be that terribly hard either. If
No.
they, as an owner of the building, you could tap into it if you really
Yeah.
wanted to. It wouldn't be difficult. But it also would be very illegal. But you're vampires, so who the fuck cares whether it's
Yeah.
legal or not?
So we have Francesco as well. Does she mention, like, I'm not there, but does she mention something about the fact that we have a ghoul?
No.
Oh, well, it's even the couch.
There's a restaurant downstairs, and Sienna only said 6 people because I didn't realize you had to get go. So, and she probably wouldn't have thought of him as a person anyway, so it's fine.
Well, as it happens, I mean, there is the living room per se. You could hold meetings in it. It's got all the amenities. There's a table. There's also an outside porch area it's the roof of the next floor down, because it's kind of these apartments are staggered one on top of each other in a diagonal kind of fashion. So the next person's roof is your courtyard / garden area, if you like. So up on the 7th floor, you've got quite an impressive view out across Milan, actually.
That's quite pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, I really like it. By the way, I'm just down on the 5th floor. If you ever need me, you can find me there. I'm sure somebody's probably going to introduce you properly to me. I don't know why they didn't already do that. But anyway, you can call me QED for now.
QED. Does that stand for anything, or is that just...
Yeah, it stands for something, but I can't tell you. It's like politics.
Is it embarrassing?
Oh, no, it's nothing like that. It's just like it's stuff that, you guys haven't been to the mountain yet, right?
No. But we've been to a mountain.
Did I say? Oh, shit. I might have said too much. Never mind.
Don't worry about it, darling. They tend to divulge all of their secrets to me.
Right. You want to... Yeah, I mean, look at... I'm just guessing, like, you guys have probably been through a whole lot of shit right now, and probably everything's really hard, but it'll probably get better, I reckon. You'll be okay. They'll look after you. You're going to be fine.
So is that triggers an insight check?
You can make a perception and empathy check.
What's my
Difficulty is 6.
Yeah. 6?
I would like to do the same
Are you
because I'm super paranoid.
0 successes, Caitlin. Oh my god. Would you like to spend a willpower point?
Yeah, I got
No.
0 successes too.
All right.
That's
Sienna
everybody
has-
XP gain.
Roll
As
one
paranoid as,
success
just like-
this entire game.
Right. Would anyone else like to try an insight check?
I'd like
Perception
to,
and
I'll do
empathy
it.
check.
I'd like to do
Raya's
it
gonna
on
try
the bathroom.
What's the
An
difficulty?
insight check on
Is
the
it-
bath.
Yeah.
Raya got
Bath.
3.
The bath is lying. It is not wet.
Raya got 3 successes.
3
Just
successes.
I got
Okay.
4.
Fuck, 4. Okay. You guys both believe that QED, or whoever she is, she believes that she's telling the truth.
Fabulous, thank you. It's nice to meet you.
Sure. Oh, I guess there is. Oh my God, I almost forgot to tell you. Okay, come this way, and she takes you down to this area in the hallway by the door, and she goes, now just behind this this phase here, and she just moves it to the side. Just press this here, and woof, this door opens, this whole panel opens, and guns.
Raya, we found
Grenades.
something up your street.
Grenades, guns. Crossbow, stakes, C4.
Raya's gonna,
Weirdly,
like, pull out
Alex
gun
feels
and
a
just
bit
start,
better.
like looking all over the things.
They're not
This
going to
is
arm
very
us
good
if they're going
stuff.
to try and get us.
This is the
This-
latest model of this one. This is pretty good.
Yep, these are some of these weapons you've not even seen before.
What is? Oh, that puts into respect.
So, you haven't
My
seen this
favorite.
yet. These are being built right now by Heckler and Koch, and we have exclusive access to trial some of these new weapons out.
The prototypes.
That's right.
She's just gonna like bang all over the guns.
Right. And they're pretty cool. Very good. Well, I guess I got to go now anyway. Is there anything else I can help you with? You got phones now. This is my number. You can call me.
Oh, fabulous! Is
Right? It's
there
the same
a
number that you
time-
called from the on the business card. Right?
I was just going to ask, is there like a checkout time? Do we only have the number of days we can stay? Like,
Oh,
what
darling.
is?
You are, look, she says, can I just be honest with you?
Please.
Pending you guys really fucking up the rest of this sequence of missions, these tests and shit, I mean, you'd really have to fuck them up now. Pending that, you guys can stay here as long as you need. And if you need to leave, you just tell me, just call me the day before, or even just tell me when it happens, and I'll just reset the code for the
That
door.
is amazing. Hell yes. And then Stan's gonna run off and jump on the
But
couch.
just remember, like, if you leave Milan, if you leave the place, you leave town or anything, it'd be useful for us to get it back if you're going to be gone more than a couple of days.
Right, don't so pretty much tell you if we're leaving for long periods of time.
Tell us when you're coming back so we
And
know
tell us-
which rooms to assign.
Very good. That sounds good. By the way, you might actually want to bring up a trundle bit or something. She is a very big of a drama queen, and I feel like we will get the end of it.
What
I
was
put the
this?
number into my cell phone.
Raya pretty much is like, if you could bring up like a trundle bit for Sienna, otherwise
Right.
she will not stop complaining.
Right. Okay. They can organize a bed. They do that. They'll bring it into her bedroom and put it next to the metal box. Okay. Very good.
Are there
Each
like
of you-
robes?
Yep.
Oh,
there are
what happened
robes
to one of
and
those?
There's robes, there's towels, robes. This is a super fucking expensive.
They're the big fluffy ones.
Facility.
They're not just the cheap towel material.
Oh yeah, this is
Is it black?
luxury.
Is it black?
White, I think.
You can stain it later.
White is fine, but black is better. So
Do you say that in front of QED?
It is in the bathroom.
In the
Yes,
bathroom.
in the bathroom.
Do you ever come out of the bathroom?
I will about an hour later.
An hour later.
Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as she comes out, Sienna's gonna run.
Right. So I'm going to assume you spend the rest of the evening having showers and settling into this place.
We're gonna also just do a welfare check on Francesco. Yeah, make sure he's okay.
I think Francesco is just asleep now. He's just
Aw.
crashed. He's finally crashed after all the stress and anxiety and all the freakish shit that's been going on around him. He's just totally crashed out now.
I'll get a blanket and just tuck him in.
In fact, look, I'm going to amend something. I'm going to
Okay.
say that there are 3 rooms here that are made up for mortals, for ghouls or mortals.
Okay. Does he get shown that?
Yep.
And do I know about it?
Yep. Yeah, you
Because
know
I was in the
about
bath. So
it. Yep, you
Sienna
can.
will steal one of those rooms.
Right, that makes sense. Okay.
So,
Cool.
yeah,
There
I'll
you
just
go.
I'll make sure he's
Solved.
okay, and then yeah.
Very good.
See, what did I tell you? Nothing to worry about.
Oh,
So
thus
far.
far, yeah.
Well, they wouldn't have given us weapons if they were planning to kill us, would they?
Wait, they gave us weapons.
Yeah, that's what made me feel a bit better about staying here.
Where are the weapons?
Oh, there's a
Big wall.
come with me. There's a massive wall.
All right. Is
Yeah.
there sniper rifles?
Raya is still like fangirl. She's still there.
There are sniper rifles, but most of the weapons here are designed to defend this location.
Oh, right. Okay.
So it's not like it's
Do they
not
work?
a. Do they
Are they-
work?
Yes.
How will you find that out?
By firing them.
Raya is going to just like go through the process of disassembling and reassembling and just making sure that like all the gears are not clogged, that they're not melded together, that it's not just like a display.
Intelligence and firearms, please.
Okay, intelligence.
Should have shot the shutters.
Firearms.
I shot the shutters.
I'm gonna use a willpower point because I don't trust this fucking thing.
Okay.
Ray is fine. It's just Sienna.
No, she's
Oh.
not.
Oh my god.
What did you
Minus
roll?
1.
Minus
This
one.
has to be fun.
zero with my willpower
so
point.
badly.
Okay, you sadly, this is a prototype, and you don't remember how it goes back together because you've not actually handled it before. Because
Can I
it's
give it a shot?
prototype.
Rhea, can I?
Yeah, but the difficulty is going to be 8.
What was that again? Int. And what did she?
Just
Did she
breaks
fuck it
all
up
the
properly?
guns.
She fucked it up
She
good.
just undid it. She just undid the gun. She didn't
She-
fuck it up. She was,
yeah.
when she was putting it back together, she could put it back together.
I
There you
think
go.
I think we're fine.
Sage puts it back.
Yeah,
There you
don't
go.
worry. Like, see, you just need to put this here.
This is
See.
coming back for me. When we did like the sci-fi game last week, I was rolling really good. This is karma.
Right. Right.
This is the fallback.
Yep. Okay, so what are the 3 boys doing? Lads?
Please.
That's left.
Still being a bit paranoid and then settling in, doing a bit of research on the area
Okay.
around the Cephalo and the mountains.
You
and
will
all that sort of
discover
stuff.
that this apartment has high-speed internet for what it's worth in 1999.
Cool.
We'll charge the radios as
Mhm.
well.
Cool.
I
Okay.
check out the room that I'm in.
Okay. Yep. You have a bed
Yeah.
like the others.
I'd
Yeah.
like to investigate the Cephalo area and mountain sort of via the internet if I
Okay.
can.
You can do that. Sorry, Barry. Were you going to say
And
something else?
I
Yeah.
will, if I see can't
Oh, well.
remember. If I see my Nosferatu friend, I'll ask him if I can join him.
Okay. Well, you probably run into Alexis. Maybe.
Alexis, yeah.
Do you run
Sorry, I
into
couldn't remember.
Yeah, well, I would have been checking things and making sure things as they are. Just
Go through each room and what have you to check. Everything is covered by cameras too. In this apartment.
Okay.
You discover that inside your boxes you can dial up those cameras. Inside the lid of your box is a screen that you
I
can
think
access.
I'd be lying in the bed, just opening and shutting it over and over.
Okay. All right, so that's what Dr. Shipman is doing.
I'm gonna get in the bed with all my clothes on, my shoes on, everything on, because last time something this nice happened, a helicopter blew up under me and all hell broke loose. Yeah.
Just the helicopter keeps
Raya is
crashing.
sleeping
Yeah.
with like 3 of the weapons in the box. She's like taken them, like put a couple grenades by her feet. Like she's
Right.
Yeah.
Incidentally, the box is big enough that you could easily fit 2 other people in here at a
Can you?
time if you wanted to.
Alex is going to grab a shotgun and some ammo and go to bed then.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, that was Philippe.
And you get the best sleep you've had for weeks.
I mean,
Probably.
in a human
I
being.
sniff myself a lot. Be like, I smell like frangipani.
Yes.
Lang lang and jasmine. Delicious.
You smell delicious.
Mm.
There you go.
This
Fantastic.
is luxury.
All right. So you spend your time in luxury enjoying this apartment, and the night passes, and you wake up the following evening, still alive, and
Yay!
not dead.
I'm sensing a butt.
Still alive and not dead,
That's surrounded by
Works
fire.
well for me.
Right. but surrounded by fire. No.
But it's all been nuked. The apocalypse has come. Welcome to hell.
The house is melting on top of you now.
A helicopter with
friend.
arms and legs.
I'm gonna find Francesco. Like I get up as one of the earlier
One of the
birds.
earlier ones.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
so-
Francesco is actually in the living room, the main room, sitting at the table. He's got a laptop now, and he's sitting there with a laptop next to him, and he's there's a bunch of guns on the table. Was there another retainer here?
No,
No, just Francesco. Okay.
he is the one. What are you doing here? You
Yes,
got guns?
Oh, yes, yes. I thought it would be prudent at this point in my career to learn a few things and find out about all of this type of stuff. I called the number on the card. It was that lady that was here last night, but it wasn't her that came. It was someone else. One of her retainers, they said.
That would make sense. I mean, if
Yeah.
she's a vampire, which she kind of had that vampire aura about her that I can't see. It's just you get a feeling after a while.
Right.
Yes,
I suppose it's a kind of flair that a person might learn to have.
pretty much.
Maybe.
Oh,
Well,
Pretty much.
Salt in the wound.
Okay,
in
so
case, yeah. So she sent someone over, and I spent the day with them.
you learned how to
learning-
use guns?
Well, I'm not sure if I'm competent or anything like that, but we had a few shots down in the range in the basement. Do you know there's a firing range in the basement here?
No, that's amazing. I'm proud of you. Did you find a way to contact your family? And tell them that you weren't going to be at work for a bit?
Yeah. Don't worry about that. I've got it under control. Under control. No
By under
problem.
control, do you mean you didn't tell them at all?
Well, I mean, I told them I'm going on holiday for a few months.
Sure, that really put them out.
Well, I'm sure they'll be fine. I'll send them some money when I have some. You wouldn't want to help me with that, would you?
I can't help you with that. I can barely help myself with finances.
Well, maybe what we
Um,
need to do is set our newfound powers to work to make us some money. What do you think about that, Sage?
How?
I don't know. You're an expert on being a vampire. Should be you that figures that out.
Not an expert in making money.
But we've been through all sorts of crazy things together. Surely you can rob a bank or something.
I'm not going to do that.
I shouldn't even be thinking about these types of things, but since all this crazy shit has happened and since I've been drinking your blood, my brain has been addled with crazy thoughts that are making me want to do things I've never done in my life or wanted to do.
I think maybe you should, like, if you're wanting to think about finances and whatnot, maybe you should talk to Philippe or maybe Alexi or something.
I suppose if you don't know anything about it, I suppose I can talk to them.
You
Yeah.
seem on to it when it comes to that.
All right, I'll go and talk to them. He
I'm
walks
glad
off.
you're okay.
Yeah.
Oh, before you go,
Oh, what?
go give him a hug.
Thank
So
you.
proud of you.
And you, I think.
I'm gonna go have another bath, shower, shower.
Right.
You like to pick up strays, don't you? Sienna's like leaning against the wall.
Sienna was leaning against the wall. Okay.
You like to pick up strays, don't you?
It's none of your business. I've got a shower to have. No,
Oh yes,
walk.
don't worry about
I'll
it.
walk
There's
away.
lots of hot water still there.
Good,
Um,
good.
Has anyone beaten her to the shower?
Sienna.
Sienna. Has she already had one, or is she's in there now?
Already had one.
Okay. All right. So you've got like wet hair and stuff happening. Okay. Anybody else? Philippe, what do you do when you wake up?
I have a look around, make sure, listen first,
Mhm.
and use the cameras to have a look at what's
Okay.
going on. You know, if there's sudden death, I want to know about it before I get up.
Right. Well, yeah, you're using the cameras to figure out what's going on. You're able to ascertain where everybody pretty much is in the house. There is no camera that you have access to. It says it's classified in the bathroom.
Okay, of course, he figured that. I hope she is not in the bathroom, because if she's in the bathroom, I'll never get to the bathroom. And okay, I get up and basically walk out.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Philippe comes out into the living room.
Yeah.
Who is in the living room now?
I'll be having a flick through the book and nod still, and waiting to have a turn in the bathroom.
Okay.
You brought the
Nosferatu in
book of
bathroom.
Nod.
I don't know. I just figured that I probably haven't had a shower in a while, and for my teammates' sake, probably.
You
Right,
didn't have one
I
last
personally
night?
couldn't care less. I'm still wearing my grubby clothes.
right. All right.
Ray is just staring at a disassembled gun.
Trying
Trying to work
out
out
why she couldn't do it. Does she do another one?
Yeah.
Go on.
Oh my god.
Go on.
One success.
Here you go.
Well, you fit the stock back to the handle and you get the trigger mechanism in the right place, but the barrel and the nozzle don't seem to be going on properly. And there's some problem with the loading mechanism at this point, so.
She's muttering to herself in Russian.
Right. This is some American gun and it's a prototype. So that's why you're having problems. It doesn't use the same basic. Obviously, the simplest way of doing it, the most
Obviously,
economic.
they do not know how to make good weapons. This is in the wrong place. This does not make any sense.
It's all
at all.
proprietary technology.
Right.
Just staring at it, just angry.
Right. Instead of making one gun that always works, they make 50 different guns that are slightly better than the others but don't last for 5 minutes. Okay, cool. So
I think
everybody's
I probably
awake.
would have gone wandering out of the apartment.
Out of the apartment. Okay, whereabouts do you go wandering out of the apartment? Like out on the
Just-
street or?
No, inside, sort
Inside
of
the
in
building.
the complex. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, inside the complex, you say. That's very interesting.
Before everyone wakes up as well.
That is not possible because you
Mhm.
get up after us. What do you mean,
Thought I
like
woke
all
up
the other?
earlier, or is it afterwards? Okay.
You get
It's
up after
afterwards.
us because your humanity is so
Humanity.
low.
Right. It's the opposite way. Okay. Doesn't matter either way.
All right. But when you do, you go out wandering. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. So you're going down corridors and things. You get in the lift. You go down to the ground floor, I suppose.
Yep.
There's about 6 businesses that have their headquarters in this building, this set of buildings as well. One of them is a legal firm. One of them is an accounting firm. One of them is let's see. One of them is for immigration. And the other ones have names that leave you going, I have no idea what they do. One of them is a security firm. There's a waiting room at the bottom. There's next to the cafe and the restaurant. There's a little mart that sells all the most basic stuff, like a 7-Eleven type situation. Basically a dairy in the basement in the bottom ground floor.
Do these places look like they're affiliated with like what we're going through? Or do they just look like
They look like they're
classic?
just being rented by companies from this building. You really have no idea if they're affiliated or not.
Okay. I think I'll go back up and just mention to Alexei that there's a security place here. In case that's of any interest to him.
Okay.
I'd
can do that.
investigate it.
Investigate it. Okay.
3
1 minute.
successes.
3 successes.
It's about time someone rolled something.
Okay.
And I include John with the whole research because why not?
Right. You discover that the company's name is called Milan Consulting Security. That's all it is. Milan Consulting Security.
Is it just plainly like house security and things like that?
They do everything from close personal security to house security, but they seem to be more inclined towards actually bodyguards and stuff, actually. Seems to be more the end of things that they're interested in.
Is there any link between them and I'll assume do some research on where we're at and see if there are any links?
Can you make a intelligence and investigation check?
2 successes.
2 successes. What sort of links would you be expecting to find?
Is it a front? Like, is it sort of protection for here or?
If it is,
They
it's
outfit
very
the
well
rooms.
set up in a very legal way.
There you
Do
go,
they
John.
sell
It's all.
anything? Do they sell anything that could be used to add to our armored van?
We don't have one anymore.
Sorry, sorry.
They got
whatever
stuck in
car
a
we're-
tree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, totally.
Whatever vehicle we
No,
have
that was
now.
a ute.
Was it? Oh, that's right. We left the van.
Is there anything that could be outfitted to our car or vehicle that we
I don't
can-
think it's that kind of security. I think it's like people and
Yeah, it's pretty much they're offering bodyguards and groups of people to do security details. Like they're like a middleman for security. They don't actually sell security products. They put you in touch with mercenaries. Pretty much. Okay. Philippe, what are you doing?
Has she come out of the shower yet?
Sure.
I duck in and have my shower and clean up.
Right, so another hour later.
Is there any hot water?
No, not an hour, not an hour.
The first
I
30
don't-
minutes, the hot water pressure is amazing.
And then he comes out and he looks around the place.
Okay. All right, well, sooner or later you'll bump into the rest of these people. Whoever wants to talk to you first, I guess, can bump into Philippe.
well, we'd be in the living room doing our research.
Yep.
So, do we know what exactly our next mission is going to be, or are we just sort of winging it?
No idea.
I assume that someone would be in contact with us.
Right, so we just sort of have to wait around.
Shrug.
Wonder if I could. People remember.
bong. Bing bong.
People memorize like
Bing
numbers, right?
bong.
Yeah.
Bing bong.
I want to see. Could I try and
Raya's gonna
memorize?
open the door.
There's QED is standing outside the door with a bag, a red bag.
Good evening.
Hi, how you doing?
I do not like your guns. And she just opens the door.
Well,
Is that the cat suits?
sorry about that. She comes in with the bag. She says, how's everyone doing? I hope you had a good
Right.
night.
What's the deal with the bodyguard
Amazing.
stuff downstairs? We're ultra fixated on that at the moment.
Oh, really? The security company?
Yeah, we've been researching it for like the last hour or so. I don't know.
Oh, we own all of these places. They work for us. Don't worry.
Here we go, John.
You don't have to worry about them. Pretty much everybody in this whole complex is one of our friends or allies.
That's good to know.
So what's in the
What have we
bag?
got there?
What's in the bag?
Oh, well, this is your next test.
Oh damn it!
Bomb.
The cat suits.
Cat suits, she laughs.
We're still waiting
You're
on
funny.
them.
Well, if you survive this one, I guess we can go out shopping. Maybe, hopefully later today, maybe tomorrow, we'll see. She flips the bag over onto the table and clips it open, and flips this picture open, or the case open. Inside it, facing upwards, is a folder, which she opens, and inside that is a photograph in a plastic sheath. The photograph is of a ancient Roman-style house from overhead, and it's in a big green section between a number of other buildings. And she says, "This location, there is a painting in this location called, well, I won't tell you what it's called. You don't need to know, but it's painted by Caravaggio. Do you know him?
We know him.
That sounds familiar.
Famous artist.
Philippe know him?
Philippe most certainly knows him.
It's such like a history.
Is it the guy that drew the painting of Eros, or
No.
I just remember hearing it last
Well, I
session,
don't know.
probably.
I have no idea who that brother is. Who is it? I am not
He
exactly
moved.
cultured.
He was a Renaissance painter. I don't know too much about him, to be honest with you. Only that he was a very famous Renaissance painter, like like Michelangelo and those guys. Probably not as famous as Michelangelo, to be fair, but still. Anyway, this painting's worth like $360 million.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Do you reckon you can get it for us?
Are we
You want us to steal a painting?
Yeah.
thieves now?
Oh,
Today you're thieves. Today.
And you didn't
you're
bring the
art
cat suit?
thieves. You're right. I should have thought about that.
We would have looked smoking hot.
Where is it?
Shatters of cats and cats.
Okay, so she gives you the address for this house, this ancient Roman villa,
who lives
which
there?
is still standing. Oh, it's a museum.
Oh, it's a museum. So we need to break in
What
and
security does it
liberate
have?
an art that we don't know what looks like. Do you know how many pieces of artwork are actually in a museum?
There is one other little minor concern about this whole job.
Which is
Can't get caught.
You can't get caught. You must
Right.
not get caught. If you get caught, big trouble, because it is, what is it, boys and girls? It's Elysium.
Ah, great.
right. Okay.
So if you can help it, try not to smash the building either, because that building is really nice. So anyway, good luck. See you guys later. Tell me when you finish, we'll go shopping. And she turns around and leaves.
Wait. So can you tell us anything about what this picture actually looks like before we just go in and steal
Oh,
every
sure.
single
It
painting
looks,
by this person?
sure, it looks like this. And she shows you. Oh man, why can't you come here? Get off my screen. Adverts. Okay, hold on.
At least I'm not the only one that suffers with technical issues.
Oh God.
Technical difficulties.
I think Caravaggio was actually Francesco's brother. I remember from last session, he was.
Did I say that?
I recognize the name. Could be. I could
Lovely.
be wrong. So,
Decapitation. All the things you want there.
that woman's face looks like superimposed. Looks like Photoshop.
Pretty impressive for 15th century Photoshop.
That
No,
looks
it's not.
like, that looks like a vampire getting decapitated.
Well, I think that's probably what it is, she says.
Well, all right, let's go do the job.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I'll be around. Oh, and you can't ask for any help, okay? Good luck.
So we can't ask.
No.
Okay.
But I'll be around if you need anything. And she leaves.
Does anyone else feel like we're getting set up? I feel like this might be a
It
suicide
feels like a
mission.
setup, yes.
I feel like we're gonna end up like that guy. She just
I mean-
points to the guy in the painting.
Okay, so what
Very sus.
I would say, we will need distractions, right? I mean, we could use our awe in order to distract the people who are in there.
Any chance we
need
could?
someone to
uh,
know the layout and where the fuck it is. Maybe go in first and figure it out.
Philippe,
Any-
just for your information, you've never been to this gallery before. This is a new place you've never heard of.
I'm going to
Can
look
I
up
try
whether
and
it's
do
open at night.
Is it open at
Finish.
night? It has been open at night from time to time when there are exhibitions.
Any
Can I do
chance?
some hardcore of it?
Sorry, what was that?
Can I do some hardcore research on like plans and
Sure.
see anything that might help us?
You make an intelligence and investigation check.
If you can
please.
find a blueprint for the place, that'd be great.
Yes.
3 successes.
Painting is on the 3rd floor in a gallery by itself, in a room that is called the Blue Room. The security is mostly cameras. There are a couple of security guards that walk the floors of the building, 3 of them altogether, but they tend to take turns walking the paces. They, of course, have buzzers that will call security vans and the police. There are a number of security systems in place, including alarms and lasers, motion detectors, stuff
Any
like that.
history of the ballroom being used for social events?
The ballroom, do you say?
Oh, like the gallery.
The gallery for social events. Yep, for sure. Yep.
I think
Yep.
we should throw a party.
It's even been used as a cinema at least once.
I feel like if we get a lot of people in the room, it might narrow down our chances of being caught. And if we make it a masquerade, nobody's going to know who we are.
You and your fucking masquerades. How very French of you.
Anyone else got an idea?
Russell,
I don't mind the idea.
Barry.
Sounds fun.
I know it'd take me ages, but I'm gonna ask anyway.
Mhm.
How long would it take me to copy it?
To fake it. To make a fake.
Very
Yeah.
good idea.
You mean you have celerity. So if you had an endless supply of blood,
Mm-hmm.
and because you're copying it, not painting it, you don't have to generate any ideas, it's just a physical reproduction.
Yep.
You reckon it would take about between 1 and 3 days, depending on whether or not you were able to stay up for the whole day during the daytime, which you've done once or twice before. When you've been in deep painting trance, you have been able to ignore the call to sleep once or twice, but
Okay.
very rarely.
Okay.
Do we have a timeline for when this needs to be delivered? Needs to be
Right.
Stolen?
Inside the folder is a timeline. It
How long is
says
it?
you have 3 days.
3 days.
We could, just use dominate and all that to pretend like we're shifting it from one place to another.
Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but my powers have been a bit on the fritz lately, so I don't know if I can do that.
What else is in the folder?
What else is in the folder?
Mm.
Right. Okay, so there's information about the painter, Caravaggio. There's historical information and pamphlets and things about the location itself. Out of game. Let me see. Oh, right. Yep, that's the main stuff.
Okay. I do not think just going and guns blazing is a good idea with this one. I feel like there might be some subterfuge needed.
The building is called
Yeah,
the
definitely.
Villa Aurora, and it dates to the 16th century, and it was originally a hunting lodge that belonged to the Cardinal Francesco Maria del Monte. It is a 32,000 square foot home filled with wonders, art, antiques, and statues.
I feel
The
like
white
we're at Ocean
boxy thing?
6.
Huh?
Is it a white boxy thing? I'm just making sure I've
It
got
is. It is a white
sweet, cool.
boxy thing, yes.
Yep.
You found it, huh?
Sorry, I'm not cultured.
You're not cultured.
Okay.
It's
And haven't travelled outside of New Zealand, so yeah.
right.
I could paint it in 3 days, maybe.
But we need to have it in 3 days and have it here. And
I
we
mean, we
can't
could-
just...
We will not get into Elysium.
We could say
easily.
that it needs to, we could pretend like we have people that need to take it else from one place to another and return it with Philippe's fraudulent one in 3 days' time.
Sorry, Elysium, is that full of vampires? What is Elysium?
It's like
It's a
the-
holy place almost.
It's the
Sienna would
camera.
know. Caitlin does not.
Okay, so for Caitlin, Elysium is where vampires cannot hurt each other, cannot kill each other. It is holy ground for vampires.
Oh, okay.
So there's no violence, must not be violence. Usually this
tradition,
means
though.
that there are guards. That usually implies guards and vampires meeting there.
How does thievery generally look? It's a bit of a grey area.
Thievery is definitely a grey to dark area. It's not seen well on the scale of 1 to 10 for, breaches of Elysium. You don't go stealing stuff from Elysium. It's considered a violent act. Even destroying objects is violence in Elysium.
Why don't we just like hypnotize a bunch of humans and tell them to go just storm the building? Would
We're
that
allowed
work?
to do that. Isn't that asking for help? I don't know.
As long
Is
as
that-
the humans don't know who we are.
They could be the so-called humans. We'd have to check that they weren't ghouls. And like you say, you're on the fritz at the moment.
Right. Well, my powers might be who knows where, but I can still organize a social event. If we could find out how much it would cost to organize a gala. What about a painting showing? Didn't you say something about wanting to do an art showing sometime?
Philippe, one thing that you would know is that most exhibitions and art shows and things like this, these type of venues are often booked for months, if not years in advance.
Yes, they are often booked for months, if not years in advance.
Right. Well, 3 days isn't exactly kosher. Okay. I feel
Maybe
like
I
I'm
should.
Wait,
Maybe I
if
should
that-
obfuscate and check out the area for a bit.
If it's booked out in advance, chances are it's already been booked out, and we could use their booking.
Oh, piggyback on an event. I
Yeah,
like it.
piggyback. We don't have to buy. We don't have to spend money on this bullshit. Excellent.
You
Is
would
that-
have to.
Alexi, look on your
To
computer.
find out
Is
what's
there anything
happening?
Anything happening in there at all? in that
I have a
3
look.
days?
There is a Caravaggio exhibition currently on.
The guy who's painting we want to steal. That's there. Yeah, cool,
Yeah.
cool. When is it leaving?
When is it?
Oh.
Actually, that painting lives here.
Oh, it lives here.
Yeah.
Great.
The exhibition is kind of on again, off again, depending on whether there's something else that comes through that they want to display.
Cool. So can't take it in transit. Have to take it off the wall.
You know, pretend like we're one of the guard or something. We've got options. We've got a lot of options.
Does it ever go away for cleaning?
You
What?
don't know. That's
Exactly.
A good question.
If we get it to leave, we could schedule it to be arranged on the same day, say, and then we replace it with Philippe's one.
Do we know if there's any vampires that are on the security team, or if it's just ghouls, or
Which
humans,
security team?
or Elysium? Well, place.
You don't know. You don't know
Don't know.
anything about that.
Don't know
You don't know
anything
the
about
first thing
this
about that.
place. Great. Okay. Can't ask for help. Need to steal
Why
it.
don't we just go there? We don't have to steal it when we're there immediately.
Yeah, we should definitely go check it out.
Let's go now.
Do we really want them to see our
Is it
place?
open now?
Is it open right now? What time is it for you guys? You've been up for how long?
We kind of just got up,
Kind of
Couple
just
maybe 9 o'clock.
Hours.
9:15.
Yeah.
Okay. Officially, it's closed now. Like the official hours say that it's closed. It closes at like 8 o'clock.
I wonder if it could be a good idea to try and get hold of one of the prince's people and meet him at Elysium, as you know, we're supposed to really meet him if we're going to be in the city for a while. And we can
Good
use that as an
idea.
excuse to check it out.
That's a good idea. Who's the prince in this province?
Who are you asking?
The
I
DM.
don't know.
Well,
But Sienna know.
Philippe would
who-
know. Philippe would know who the prince is.
all right. Well, Philippe, you do know who the prince is. His name is Montague.
The prince's name is Montague. I
What
will.
you-
I will ring him for you. Well, I won't get him. I'll get one of his retainers. You wish to see him tonight?
I don't know. It's
Uh,
just good manners, and it's probably easier if we go there than us be dragged in again.
feel like you're probably a bit busy tonight, but if we at least let them know that we're here to say hi, might be good. I went to a completely different place for it. And then,
No, but
hold on.
if we ask to meet him at Elysium, we can obviously go to Elysium and check it out while we're there and meet the prince.
There is one downside to that.
Then he'll know that we're there.
No,
He knows that.
the real downside is that there's more than one Elysium in most cities.
And especially in Milan.
Okay. So he
Well-
could just summon us to any random Elysium.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, no. Well, maybe I should go check out this place. Obfuscate. Maybe I can try and look like a cop or something.
Why don't you send Sage's retainer, see if you can get a job?
At this time of night.
I don't know. Tomorrow, in the day.
I can go with you. I'm a known artist. Nobody would be suspicious about an artist looking at a painting.
Why don't you try and set up an exhibition?
Well, maybe I should try and look like one of your painting aides. I don't know. What are your helpers?
Music.
And I will
They
come
have,
along and take notes.
they have cameras in Elysium.
There's cameras everywhere, so the obfuscate's a bit obsolete.
Hmm.
Right. Well.
Sure.
It does not matter. The Nosferatu have a right to be there.
Okay, well, why don't we go scope it out and go from there? I'm just a little bit worried about getting our faces put on the camera. We'll be seen scoping it out. And then if something goes missing, oh, wonder who that could be. 2 days ago. That's what I'm worried about. Is there they'll tell us this information on the electronic thing saying Raya is talking to Alexis.
Oh.
What was that? Sorry.
Oh, what other information does it have about the social event? Just that there was an expedition going on? Is there like anything
Should
else?
I
to do
roll
with
some
it?
more dice?
Sure.
Why don't we talk about how we would do it if it was us, like alone? If we were all doing a solo mission,
4
how would you go
successes.
about it?
4 successes. And specifically, what were you checking?
If there was any like events planned around the expedition, like if there was like an opening, a gala, or a showing, or
Tour guide party?
Yeah, there is
I
some.
don't know.
There are a bunch of events, but they all finish during daylight hours.
right, they're all during the day.
However, on the 3rd night of your 3 nights, there is going to be a gala event, an auction, and a dinner.
I feel like that might be the best opportunity to try and steal it. Let's try and get invited to a dinner, or fake our way into that. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, try and blend in.
Try and blend in.
Well, we could use Philippe, considering he is a famous artist in Italia. This is his home city. I'm sure there are people that recognize him. Could
I think that's
use
our
a little
best
bit of
bet.
the ore. Try and get a couple of seats at the table, and then try and sneak away during dessert or the main course.
I tell you what,
I can actually play the harp really well, and I'm from the orchestra, the Grand Orchestra in wherever the fuck we just were. Was it?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I could have a performance, see if I could offer my services. Be a distraction. I'm not very good with the.
I could sing and be a distraction. I got everyone in that
Run in and start
in that
singing.
nightclub
Or...
looking at me. No, we could try and convince someone that we're good enough to play.
Well, I mean, I have credentials. Do you?
Russell,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
am I famous enough to have my art in this place?
Afraid not.
No?
Caravaggio is like 500 years old.
Okay. No,
I don't-
not in that part of it, but in the more
So
modern
Boomer
part of the place.
Not here, not in this
Okay.
particular place.
Okay.
This is an ancient villa that is
Okay.
specifically having a. They specifically have ancient Roman frescoes and shit like that.
Okay, well, I can't pull that one off then.
Yeah, they don't show stuff that belongs to people who are still alive, basically.
Okay.
Do they have any entertainment booked for the dinner?
Entertainment booked for the dinner. They do not have anything listed.
Shit.
We could try. It's not a bad idea. Get people looking at us.
And leave the sneaky sneak to the sneaky sneakers. I do not like. I do not mind this one. I feel like it's the work. Do we have any other ideas?
Well, we've got to find a way to get the painting out of there.
Yes.
It's yeah. So yeah, having a distraction is good. But then we need people actually doing the work. Getting this painting,
If
drivers or whatever.
I am happy to be getaway driver.
Okay.
I know all about framing and stuff, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say, is the painting behind like glass or like protection, or is it just hanging up that
think
can
it's
be
just-
just stripped from its frame?
I think it's just hanging up.
Because you can cut the frame and take out the painting itself and leave the frame there, and then I can switch it with my picture,
Well, yeah, and you can do it really quickly
and I can do it quickly.
because you probably know how to do that.
Yeah,
Problem-
I would know how to do it.
Could be
Can
as
I
simple
research
as
some
just going
art
in there
heists?
The
quickly.
problem.
The
The only problem with that is there's cameras, so we need a way to move the cameras from that imagery while that's happening. Create a
This-
blind spot or cause a distraction so that people are looking
Alexis.
somewhere else.
Alexis,
What about killing power?
That could work.
they would have they might have a secondary generator, but it would be
Generator,
out
yeah.
for a while, long enough for me to do it. But the big problem is I have to paint in 2 days.
Well, why don't you get started? Sorry, wrong accent. Oh, why don't you get started?
That means I have to, the problem being I have to paint through the day as well.
And you have to
Oh.
paint like a 500-year-old fresco painting.
Yes.
It's not the easiest thing.
Do you have any retainers there in Milan?
Back
Your-
at the
your
back at
reta-
the house in
your-
Cornwall.
Your Milan retainers are in London.
Yes, and my Milan retainers are in London.
Yes, well, mine are away as well.
So somebody would have to. Someone would have to watch me.
Could we
Oh.
hire some art thieves?
I don't think we can ask for help. I'm not even sure if that
That's
right,
counts
we're
for
not
getting
supposed
a
to help.
retainer to do
We're
something.
not supposed to ask for help. So,
They just mean
Yes.
ask for help from them or just in general?
what about your retainer? Would he be able to stay with me through the day?
Yes.
Is that
Stage.
asking for help?
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
I think he's included. I think.
Sometimes if I
he's
get
one of us.
sometimes if I get into a deep into the painting, I stay awake anyway. He would be just watching me, waking me up if I went to sleep, and then I would start again, try to start again. All
Should
right.
we need
this
to
is
figure out
what
how
I'm-
we're going to be able to do our job, Sienna. We need to contact someone.
Right. Is there any contact information about who's running the gala, or is it just does it say who's putting it on, or is it just the museum? Alexa.
We could go. I mean, if we could meet with the Princess people or someone like that,
It's,
maybe they'll.
officially the actual events which are open to the public are big ticket events that are being purchased and probably sold out to the public and to people like mayors and that type of people, socialites, to raise money for various charities seem to be on listed as in connection to this whole event.
Right. Okay.
Do we know if this painting is owned by like anyone in particular, or if it's sort of owned by the property?
Apparently, it seems to be owned by whoever owns this house, which is actually confidential.
So it's owned by someone.
Seems
It's another
to
thing.
be.
We're not just stealing a publicly owned painting here.
Right.
Maybe the test is us for not to steal and tell them to get fucked.
Feel like
We're
that's
gonna
not the
die.
test.
Like, it is a pretty absurd
Why
request.
don't you just find the guy who owns it and ask if we could borrow it permanently?
He's gonna let you take his classic painting
Just ask
and
nicely.
borrow it for a while. Yeah.
You're a millionaire, aren't you,
This
Philippe? Why don't we just
$350 million painting.
give them $1 million and then
I am
Us.
rich,
Give
not a billionaire.
This painting's worth $350
Yeah,
million.
350
Yeah, this
million.
is a lot of money.
stop painting, Philippe. This isn't gonna work.
Russell.
Yeah.
If Sienna were to call one of her retainers and get them to offer her services on her behalf to the museum as a harpist,
Right.
would that be considered asking for help? Would that work? Or is
No,
does there
that's-
have the potential for that to work?
There is a potential for that to work.
Okay.
There is some potential for that to work. Particularly depending on how ingenious your retainers are at worming their way in towards whoever is in charge of the human resources and hiring and firing of entertainment.
They're Sienna's retainers.
They're what?
They're Sienna's retainers. They're
Sienna's-
definitely very good at that.
Okay, well, Sienna, do you want to make a, I guess it will be intelligence and investigation check.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Are you sure it's not something else? Sure it's
You can-
not
You can suggest.
manipulation
Yeah, it's not.
and performance?
No. No, madame, it is not that.
Intelligence and investigation is what you're saying?
Oui,
I have 3 dice.
oui, madame.
Okay.
Let's give this a go. If any time that this was going to work, this would
Yeah.
be the time.
This would be
Pray.
the time.
Pray for me. I'm going to use a willpower point.
Remember my name.
Don't believe in yourself, man.
Ugh.
So willpower point on top of that, 2 successes. Okay,
With the willpower point.
right.
What is with these ones?
Digging
Sienna
around,
can't have a fucking break.
digging around online, you discover that there is a name of a person who is in connection to the museum, who is known to hire artists as well as performers for their events. That's what you're able to dig out from the day with assistance from your ghouls.
Oh, with assistance from my ghouls.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you know what their names are? Russell?
Do you know what their names are?
Elodie Duroy and Ainsley Fox. They're in
Shema?
my bags.
Okay, I better open
Ainsley
it.
Fox is Scottish and Elodie Duroy is French.
Ainsley.
Yeah, Ainsley Fox.
Ainsley. Ainsley Fox is Scottish, did you say?
Yeah.
Ainsley Fox is Ainsley here, right? Ainsley calls you up and she says, I've
Boy.
discovered it's a boy, is it?
Ainsley is a boy and
Ainsley is a
Elodie
boy.
is a female.
Jesus Christ.
Elodie Duroy is French, if you'd rather. read that
Elodie
one.
Dubois, of course, she's French. So she calls you up then. You want it to be her? Fine, it is her. She calls you and she says,
If you want me to paint a copy, just tell me now because I have to get painting equipment.
Yes. Yes.
All right. This is and he makes a list for himself and
So Philippe is going to work on making a copy of the painting. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. It's going to take a lot of work, and you're going to need a constant supply of blood to be able to
Okay.
continue celerity for that.
I'm gonna go and see the lady downstairs.
All right. Before you do that, then Ainsley calls you up, Sienna. She says, "I've
Elodie, how are you doing?
sorry, Iladi." She
Elodie.
calls you up. I'm well, thank you very much. I've been looking into the question that you asked of who it is that is in charge of the entertainment for the event. Yes.
Yes, I'd like you to see if you can get me in. I'd quite like to give a performance.
I will do my best during the daytime. I will try and find exactly who to speak with.
Fabulous. Thank you very much, Elodie.
Of course. I have connections with some of the great talent agents in Europe, so perhaps I can make some phone calls and we can organize something.
That would be lovely. Thank you.
Very well. All right. So Philip, you're off to go and buy gear for painting. Sorry, I can't hear.
Before they all go off, and there is another problem.
Well, you're going to go and visit the lady downstairs too.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask her.
Yep.
Yes.
So you go downstairs, or are you
Yes,
going to?
yes, I go downstairs to number 5. You know, floor 5.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Where she is. All right. You knock on the door.
Knock on the door.
After a minute or so, the door opens. A small cat runs out onto the floor in front of you. You almost trip over it. And QED steps out in front of you. Oh, hi! And she picks up the cat and
Hi.
carries it inside. Come in. How can I help?
I need.
Mm-hmm.
I go in, sit down, and say, I need a constant supply of blood for something I am doing to do with the situation.
I'm so sorry. Did I tell you that I'm not allowed to help with this mission?
All right. I thought you would say that.
It can't be that hard, though. I mean, you know, you've done stuff before. You know how it works.
I have done stuff before.
Well, you know, you're a vampire.
I see what you mean. Okay. All right. With a tray. Okay.
Good luck, though. I really hope you find a way.
He goes up really quickly to the others and says, we have another problem.
And what's that, Philippe?
I need a constant supply of blood. Day and night.
How
If you
many
want-
workers do you have on your vineyard?
I have, well, my own retainers. How many of my own do I
Like
have?
if you went up and painted in your vineyard and say siphoned off a third of everyone's blood while you were doing it, that would be your supply of blood, would it not?
Uh-huh. I could do it better there. How long would it take to get there, Russell?
Well, there's a couple of issues. The first one is, yes, it would take an hour or 3 to get there and an hour and 3 to get back.
Yeah.
Further to that, the vineyard workers do not work at night time, and they do not live on the vineyard.
What about my 2 retainers that look after the home?
Yeah, that's 2 retainers. What about them?
So, could I use them as a constant supply of blood?
2 retainers?
Yeah, it wouldn't be enough, would it?
It wouldn't last very long.
2 retainers wouldn't last very long.
Can we look up on like eBay or something and just see if there's like a fake painting that you can buy of this, like a replica?
Sure.
Like the Mona
There's-
Lisa has one. It's a $350 million painting. There's
Yeah.
got to be something.
There are some prints.
Same size prints.
Well, that's the problem. You'd have to get the print. You'd have to get a print made, like a photographic print, probably, and then resized to the correct size.
Is that asking for help?
Asking for help means going to the Order of Mars and asking for help.
Okay. Is there like a printing company in one of those shops downstairs?
No, there is not, but there are printing companies in Milan, of course.
Know it in an instant, though.
I think she's bored by the whole planning stage, so she's just gonna take a pad and paper, take
Have
it
you
out to
got-
the balcony, and then start writing a song about Bishop.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Have you got mask yet? Have you got mask yet, Alexa? I say we go to a printing place, print a life-size
Trouble
replica.
is, they
you
would
use
know it in
mask.
an instant.
Alright.
And
Well, he uses mask, doesn't know who it is. And we get a
Can I
life-size print.
research for some place that looks like the standard, like
I think it makes
printing
more
place
sense
where
than
it'll
you
have some
siphoning
teenager
blood
that
off
just
for
doesn't
3
care.
days straight.
Yeah, you can totally find somewhere like that, Alexei. Given though there is one issue, is do you speak Italian?
No.
That might complicate the issue.
Can anyone speak Italian?
Diana can. She could ring up on the phone and ask for that work to be done, and then you go and collect it.
That could work.
What we need to do is find like just a more franchised kind of thing. Just find someone that doesn't care.
Yep. So they're just happy to get the business.
Mm.
Yep, you can find somewhere like that. Takes a little bit of work. Takes you maybe 2 hours to get a copy made.
Cool.
And so now you have a correctly sized photographic copy of the painting. However, to anybody who has a brain and has ever seen a painting,
A
you
fresco.
will
Yeah.
immediately know that it is not a painting because it's a photographic picture of a painting and it's flat.
I know.
There's no ink on it. There's no paint on it. It's shiny, it's glossy.
Could you go over it a bit, Philippe? Paint over it a bit?
it is a painting. It is
Just put
not
some
a
paint on there?
painting. It is not a painting.
Yeah, I know,
So if you
but-
just go over it with some paint, make it look a bit more textury.
You mean paint by numbers almost?
Yeah, you can just go over the colors, right? Not intensely, but enough to make it sort of have that fresco-y look.
Maybe put a matte varnish on it and pile that up. I don't know. Do your art stuff.
Probably be
Hey, it's the
quicker
best
as well.
idea we've got yet. Feel free to come up with another.
He's trying to figure out how to do it. Does he think he could even remotely get away with it?
Yeah, you could.
We know
All
nothing
you-
about art, so why not?
All you're doing is painting over the photograph to make the photograph look like a painting.
And it would take less time and I don't need the blood.
A fuckload less time and you wouldn't need blood, but it would also be a lot easier to detect. But it would be something. Certainly better than a painting. Certainly better than a photograph.
Alright, I will do the best I can.
No art expert would fall for it, but a security guard might.
Okay.
It
Alright.
would not hold up to scrupulization, but it would.
And it can always be blamed on the Malkavians, Philippe thinks. Okay, alright. Let's go for it. I'll
Just
do
blame
it.
the Malkavians. Why not blame the Malkavians?
I'll do it. In fact,
Well.
what he might do is put in little letters Malkav.
Right, in tiny little letters, Malkav.
Yeah,
Written
yeah.
in blood, in his own blood.
No, not my blood.
Octavian
No.
was here.
Okay. I'll work on it.
Yeah. Right.
It was like inciting a race wire, but with vampires.
Alexei, not Alexei, I mean Garth, can you make a check for Philippe for me, please?
I sure can. What's he doing?
He is going to be doing a
expression.
wits and expression check, please.
Alrighty, he rolls
Do you want to
0 successes.
Unfortunately, the painting process doesn't go very well, and it destroys the photograph.
Like, do you think this will work? Should we get another, or like?
It can work, but
Let's get a couple
I,
more posters.
I have to
think.
get the right mixture. I have to get the right tone.
Well, you didn't. And
Uh,
like, if we get you another one, can you do it again, or is this like wasting our time? Not to be negative to you, but we've got 3 days to do it.
I'd say let's get a couple more of them, and if it fucks up all of them, we have one left, and then we just use that.
I will
Alright.
get a couple more and try.
All right. So long story short, 2 hours later, you're trying again.
Yeah.
Roll again for him, please. Do you want to spend a willpower point, Philippe?
On this piece of crap, okay.
You don't have to, but it is painting. I mean, that's what you do.
Oh my god.
What did you roll? Oh,
He
my
rolled-
God. You destroy the second one.
Oh, you were a painter.
How did you do
Actually
that?
catches it on fire.
Right. It just the acid in the mixture destroys the
Oh
painting
god,
and it
that's
just melts
hilarious.
it. But you've got more copies this time, right?
Mhm.
So you go straight back
I
into
will
yet
keep-
another attempt.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I assist him in any way, shape, or form?
You can lower
Give him
the
a back
difficulty
rub
by
or
1
something.
point.
I can lower the difficulty by 1 point.
You lower his difficulty by 1,
Yeah.
Alexis.
4 successes.
4 successes. It must have been the back rub. Okay, Philippe, 4 successes. It's pretty good. Looks like a painting. It's a bit delicate. You need people to be very, very careful with it because it's more delicate than a real painting. In fact, you kind of feel like it needs to have a back put on it immediately.
Okay. This has to have a back put on it.
So let's make another check,
Immediately.
see if you can get a back on it.
Can we attach it to canvas, or does it just need to be like a board?
We're also going to
or-
have to move
Maybe
this.
cardboard or canvas, it doesn't matter.
Canvas would be good because then we can roll it up when it's dry.
Right. Canvas would be good because then you could roll it up when it's dry. So let's have another check, please.
What's
Can I
an
again
expression?
assist?
What's an expression with the same assist again?
4 successes.
Another 4 successes. Perfect. All right. You have a Caravaggio painting. Looks like it anyway. Has no.
Shall we
you
go
don't-
give this to QED?
What you don't have is the $10 million frame that it's sitting in, but you have the painting.
How did my retainer get on?
How did your retainer get on?
How did-
Is this the following day then? Are we ready for that?
Oh, sorry, no. Is there anything else you want to do today?
Anybody else? This is your last chance to do a
I'm-
thing on
I'm
this on
still
day 1.
Just
I
writing
would like
a
to
song.
feed.
So,
If we've got time, I think it might be worth getting some framed paintings, cheap ones, and have Philippe practice cutting it out quickly and replacing with another
That is a good
poster.
idea.
All right. Sounds like a genius plan. Whereabouts are you going to do this, by the way? Where are you doing this? Oh, this is in the house. This is in the apartment.
In the
Yep.
apartment.
The Avon apartment. Okay, cool. All right. Very good.
I would like to go
Philippe's gonna
drink if
practice
possible.
that. You're going to go and feed?
Yep.
Is that what you're doing? Feeding. Okay, cool. So day 2 comes around the following night. Everybody has a nice little nap. What do you want to do on day 2?
How'd my retainer get on?
Right. How did you return? Yeah. Good question. Can you roll me 5 dice, please, Caitlin?
Can I use Google Roller instead of
You can use whatever dice you'd like. I could care less.
because fuck roll 20? How's many 5?
5 dice.
5 dice. Oh, much better. 3 successes.
3 successes.
2 of which are 10s.
Nice.
1 is an 8.
Okay. Well, your French retainer comes back to you and she says that I have booked you for the final night, the third night, the evening.
Nice.
But you're going to have to be very quickly there because it's not past sunset that you will be required there.
But what time do I need to
fact-
be there?
Well, you need to be there 15 minutes past the sunset. So I'm thinking that I'm going to have to keep you in a vehicle or something nearby.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Okay. Also, did you source a harp? Because I don't know if they have one, and I don't have one with me.
You don't have a harp?
I don't have one with me. It got left behind.
Oh my God. Okay, I will work on this as well.
Thank you. And none of that shitty quality one that we had that happened in Germany. That was terrible.
Yes,
It's Italian.
agree.
Use made Italian. It's good.
Yes, very well. The Italian harp, of course. So that's being organized. Anyone
Great.
else got a plan?
Okay, so we're in. Sage, if you would like to help me with that, because your power is probably better than mine. We're in for we're booked for the last night, but we need to be there 15 minutes before, which is 15 minutes past sunset.
Okay, well, maybe we should like solidify this plan.
Right.
So like make sure everyone knows what they're doing and everything. Like, yeah. But also we need to come up with a song.
Oh, you don't know the classics?
Well, I was thinking of perhaps doing something new.
Right. So you want me to learn something new?
I mean, it'd be kind of fun, don't you think? Well, I like, I don't know, I kind of want to play like something new, like from my album or something, and then you could put your harp with it.
Do you think that's appropriate for this kind of event?
This
Oh,
isn't
yes,
time
yes.
for self-promotion, Sage.
But it'd be fun.
We're not
We
here
could,
to get you lots of followers. We're
We
here to steal a painting.
I know. But it'd be fun to do. Okay, what about just like one song from my album? I mean, we're gonna play multiple songs, right?
Do any of them require a harp?
I mean, I'll sing it out for you, and then you can come up with something.
What
Tell
kind
you
of
what.
music usually plays at this place?
That would make a really, really good distraction
Orchestras
to
and
try
stuff.
and get
Yeah,
relief out.
orchestra.
Sienna is a classically trained harpist, just
Right.
FYI. Like
Right.
she is, this is her jam. This is what she's done for like her entire life. The
She's
reason
never
she
created
has-
something of her own.
The reason she has stats is because she knew how to play this thing very, very well.
Like, we'll give
I'm
it a
just
shot.
thinking it's
Why not have fun with it?
Sage gonna
It'd be more
start singing her angsty music.
Her music is angsty. It's more somber. So
Okay.
yeah,
Hold on.
and it works well with a wide range of styles. So it could be rockish, but it could also be really delicate.
Right.
I guess you can
fun.
you can start making a song and then we can be the audience and tell you whether it sucks.
No, you guys should be doing your own shit. Like stealing a painting.
You don't know any operas, you don't.
Well, I'm just going to dump this in chat.
I'll have to learn it anyway.
Everyone. This is just what I found.
Yeah, I just googled like Italian opera.
So just going to learn Italian opera.
Right, I'm really,
This is
I'm-
beautiful. This would
I'm-
definitely be Sienna.
I'm practicing cutting it out properly.
Uh-huh. All right.
It's like arts and crafts.
I've obviously done it before, but I want to get it right. This
Well,
is
so-
an
You've got the
ancient.
theory right because you know what you're doing, but every painting is different.
Sure,
Different
nice.
size,
Yeah, yeah,
different frame, different textures involved.
Yeah, so I'm practicing on these other things to, get it right.
Right.
It's a different size. It's a different,
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
How much money do you spend on these frames and cutting supplies, Alexi?
I'm probably going to have to stop spending money on this sort of stuff.
So who's spending the money on the frames?
Philippe?
Yeah, that'll be me.
Okay.
Okay.
That'll be me because I know exactly what kind of frame.
Yeah,
I'm
I can
looking
only
for.
afford to probably
Yeah.
shout cell phones occasionally, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think I'll probably just be
Excuse me?
watching to see how fast he can do it and whether I go, oh, I can't tell anymore. It's so fast. I
Right.
can't
Well,
see.
I could probably smuggle the painting in through the harp case, just to get it into the building.
Good idea.
And then if we can get that discarded backstage, and then you can use that to pull the painting out and then go find the thing. Wait, where is it actually located? Where is the exhibit?
It's on the
Third
third floor
floor.
in the blue room.
Third floor in the building room. How far away is that from where the dining area will be?
That's on the second floor.
Second floor, so it's above. So we sort of need to work out security rotations and how to get you in and out there quickly. Sage, I reckon your idea to do an original composition would be fabulous, but not right away. It will be our finale. It will be a distraction. And if it goes really, really poorly, we can run away.
That works for me. I love this so much.
I think you should have a willpower point just for thinking of that, Sienna.
Thank
Aw.
you.
I'm the one that needs him.
I use
Also,
like
Think of it though.
I did. I said, well,
I
I wanted to
even
do my own composition
I
with the harp.
Right?
I even use these frames to practice putting it on. Practice,
Okay.
you know.
All right. So you practice putting it on and taking it off, putting it on, taking it off.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a couple of little snags that you start learning to get around.
Yeah.
Let's get a dexterity and crafts. Is that a thing here?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Thought so.
And Sienna, does a musician have like a help or anything that I can sort of kit up as?
you can
Well,
carry the harp.
Sounds
it's very,
good.
it's quite large.
I'm
gonna
quite
need,
strong, so
I don't tend to carry my own instruments.
and it's
We're good.
4 successes.
We're going to need like
Four
outfits
successes.
as well, Sienna.
Yes, well, classic formal attire.
Yes, yes.
Want to disguise your face at all, or
I mean, we're not the
Don't
ones
think-
stealing it.
this is true. We yes, formal attire would be needed for us.
Mm-hmm.
Can get Alexi a suit. Is there
I
any
mean,
way
if-
to disguise? I don't mean to be rude. The bandages.
He's
There
got a
should be-
mask. He can change his face.
Oh, fabulous.
All right. Yeah,
Just not on video.
Not you directly. We'll get you a
would-
hat. We'll get you a fedora. It'll be fine.
Would you get your retainers to sort that out for us? A formal dress and everything, and
We
Yes,
could
sir.
probably do that, right?
Melody. Need you to sort out some outfits as well. You know my measurements. Sage is a little bit bigger than me, but it'll be all right.
that's not true.
Do you want me to come and make the proper
I'm
measurements?
scrawny.
myself? I can make the measurements if you wish.
I mean, if you can get to Milan post haste, that'd be great, actually.
I will be on my way.
This is the address that we're staying. Ask for QED.
QED. All right. Off
Yes,
she
it's a
goes.
curious name, but she's rather peppy. She's American.
Right. Very good. She hangs up. Anybody else? Anything else? Who wants to
What the
do
hell
a
is
thing?
John going to do when we get there? So okay, so we've got Alexian.
Alexi, we could probably get John in as well as like bodyguard. Raya, did you want to come in or did you want to sit in the driveway? Whatever is good for me is good for you.
Do you guys feel confident that you'll be able to go in and get this painting?
No.
Excellent. Alexi?
sorry, what?
I am.
Are you
I-
confident with doing the job?
Yeah, why not? Like I can carry a harp, all right?
I mean, like getting the painting out, the actual painting.
Well, Philip's
Like
been
the-
practicing. I
The
don't
place,
know.
the place is probably going to be riddled with like those James Bond-esque why are the lights, the laser beams?
What's a harp case look like?
What does a
Very
harp
large.
case look like?
It looks like a harp,
Because as soon
but
as
in
we've-
case form and large.
I'm just googling it now as well.
Same.
Somebody-
Like
Huge, aren't they?
we could hide the painting in that, and I could just take off straight away, and you guys find your way out.
If you could turn the lights out, like if you could make the power go out, that would be really good.
Can I research that?
Yep.
Ryer says, I am here to
One success.
pretend to be bodyguard and then be there for assistance inside.
With your one success, Alexei, you discover that this building is so old that it is not on. There are no records or blueprints or plans in any record belonging to the city. There's a whole category of building like this, which basically they're protected and come under an entirely different
Mainframe.
categorization.
So it's not a part of the normal city circuit.
Yeah,
So
per se, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I can actually, because I was thinking if it was like obviously powered by a wire, I could have an accident into it or something. But
Right.
why don't we just pull the fire alarm?
What you discover though, Alexis, what you do realize, what occurs to you during your process of research is that somebody at home might be able to give you the name of a Nosferatu in Milan who might be able to
No.
assist you in some way.
I give Walter a call.
Who?
Is it Walter? No,
Winston?
Winston.
Winston. Right, well, the phone answers. This is Winston.
Hey man,
Well, it's been a long, long time.
it has. I've gotten caught up in some stuff in Europe.
Things in Europe. Interesting. You've been gone for so long. Things have become very heated here.
Sounds like it's good to be gone then.
Perhaps things are always good for us. Always so much to trade. Now, you have not just called me to discuss the breeze.
No, I need a help from a Nosferatu. One may be situated in around Milan.
Milan. You are deep in old Europe, aren't you? Milan. Let me see. Who do we know in Milan? Primogen, Milan, Bocco.
You say he's the primogen.
Yes,
Hmm.
Bocco. I would begin there, perhaps.
All right.
Make
Thank
your
you for that.
introductions at the top. Why not?
Thank you. And we should talk again soon.
Good luck with whatever you are doing. I look forward to hearing about your adventures.
We'll catch up before a beer
Yes, perhaps not
when I get back.
beer, but
No, you know what I mean.
I do. Good night then.
Good night.
Click.
All right. I have the name of a Bocco. Nosferatu primogen. So yeah,
Imagine.
not
Would
too
it-
sure if they will be overly helpful in this situation, but
Mm,
being
We'll
we
go
probably
back
want to
to
keep
the-
this on the down low.
I'm gonna go back to
societies
the
and all
the
that.
balcony.
Not sure if we want the upper ups to know.
Sage, do you want to make a songwriting check?
Sure. Songwriting check is
Or whatever we used to use for that.
charisma performance. Probably.
Sounds right, yeah.
Okay.
Philippe, you've become deadly at cutting out paintings from things and sticking in new ones super fast speeds now. You could work in a shop.
7.
I do not want to work in a shop. Okay.
7 successes.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
We also need to get a
Pretty good.
getaway vehicle.
With the harp and with the Italian people in mind. I sing a song from the heart.
From the heart. And what
Yeah.
language is it in?
It'll be in English because I only know English. But I'm sure someone could help me out with Italian, the
Right.
Italian translation for it.
Right. And are you
They
going to
wanted
sing
to.
in Italian or in English at the event?
Interesting. Well, I'll try and learn the Italian version, and if it sounds okay, then we'll go with that. But if
the
I'm
English
struggling, I
version
might.
has 7 successes.
That's true.
Right. So who wants to help her translate it into Italian?
I can. I think Philippe's busy.
All right. So you translate it into Italian. You can lower the difficulty rating by 1 then, and you can make another check, Sage, to see whether you can get 7 again.
Is it risky?
Or,
Just kidding.
super risky.
I'm just kidding.
Asking the DM every 5 minutes.
Oh!
Risky is risky.
I think
What
9!
did I just see? 9 successes.
Yeah, well, my specialty
That'll be
is
all
singing,
of them for tonight.
so-
Thanks.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone roll 9 successes in my whole life. Ever.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
crazy.
well, apparently
Fucking crazy.
translating your songs into Italian turns them into like super mega hits.
Italian
Okay.
is a
It's-
much nicer language than
It
English.
sounds really good in Italian.
How's that?
Yeah,
Good?
and you have 2 experience points towards learning Italian.
Oh, okay.
In fact, everybody here has 2 experience points towards learning Italian if you don't already have Italian.
I learned that at the beginning of the episode. Sorry.
Oh no.
Wow, 7 successes followed by 9 successes. That is
Yep.
redonkulous.
It is.
And we-
the rolls go.
You rolled 4 9s and 2 10s, and then 2 more 7s on top of that. I mean, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That still would have been 8 successes. Even, I mean, what
But
was
then he
the?
lowered the difficulty to 5.
It lowered the
So-
difficulty to 5, so there was
Yeah.
1. You only got 1 extra success from that,
Yeah.
actually. So it would have been 8. It's still
She's good at singing.
ridiculous.
She just doesn't have an opportunity to, and she's shooting people and she's driving and all
right.
that. So
I
Right.
tell you what, I take it back. We can definitely sing this at the event.
excellent.
Right. So
As long as you can get the pronunciation.
let's hear what Sienna's harp sounds like with the.
Do we-
She doesn't have one here.
She doesn't have one here.
I don't have one currently. I'm just
Right.
translating.
Right, so you're ordering it in. That's right. Okay, cool.
We can't get it by like
Uh,
we can't
how,
get it.
I think-
how are we going in, may I ask?
Yeah, I don't know. I think we also need to get a getaway car.
Well, I can source that if I need to go find a car. I think.
So what's the deal? We get there,
Well, we need to
case
have
up the top, Philippe up the top, cut it out. Then I do the bolt with it, and you guys escape. Or
sounds good. Did one of us want to go and like just case the joint? We've got like one more day before the actual event. Maybe just have like a cold walkthrough. See what it's like.
Have we got smoke grenades?
Do we have smoke grenades? Were they included in the room?
They are in the room. Yeah.
Raya proudly shows a case of smoke grenades. These ones I know how they work. The gun I'm still unsure. Still in pieces on a table.
You
Oh.
could put those into some places and then hit the fire alarm, and that should distract everybody after your song. That is.
During would
Oh,
be good.
that's rude.
at the crescendo.
No. I heard the
yes,
song.
well,
It's a
I
very
mean-
pretty song.
The part where I get really high up with those vocals, you
Yes.
just push it then.
And also, it would make it hard for us to be seen by the cameras.
Yes, I don't know how to. Yes, I don't know really how to change that. I'm sort of leaving that part up to you, not tech wizards as you are.
Just had to hope the place doesn't go on complete lockdown.
If you guys could get like some security guard outfits that might make it easier for you.
Yeah, but where would we get them from?
From security guards.
You want us to knock out some security guards at the event?
I
I
would
don't
say
think we
before
should
the
pull the
event.
fire alarm
Tonight
when we're
sometime.
running out of the place for the painting.
If it's in a
Uh,
harp case and then I obfuscate.
And the problem is obviously it
Your,
doesn't work with cameras.
You're also just out of game. Your ghoul, what's his name? The Francesco. He says,
Yes?
Are you sure that you want to do that? You're going to be leaving another picture inside the place. Maybe if you have an alarm, you're giving away the fact there is a problem. Maybe
Yeah,
if-
there's no reason to think that when we take this painting, everyone's going to just rush out. We can get away silently.
Yeah.
We don't have to pull the alarm.
Only
That is
problem
true.
is the cameras.
Because if
and
we
who's-
get it all wet or anything, just wet's not the best thing with paintings, I would say.
Francesco, we're gonna need you to drive Sage, Sienna, Alexis, and John and Raya to the event because we can't drive during the day.
Right, of course. Yeah, okay.
So you're going to be the getaway driver.
Really?
Yeah, it's your job.
I
It's
believe
pretty-
in your driving.
Pretty important job, I suppose. Okay.
If you ever like when we get back to the vehicle, if you're ever in trouble, you can just ask and I'll help you.
Well, I tell
I
you what,
believe in you.
I'll go to the location during the daytime and I'll take a bunch of photographs and get them developed, bring them home. We can, use them for some kind of insight, perhaps.
Sounds good.
So when you get up tomorrow, I hope to have some pictures.
Okay. Also, could you take a really pretty picture of some of the places around Milan during the day?
Not right now.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
I know it
Hotel.
is. I know it is difficult.
Different
but-
film.
I know it is difficult, but could you possibly, while you're there, take note of the guards as well?
Oh, yeah. The guards, the car parks, the fences,
Cameras.
the cameras, the doors, the windows.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, oh yeah, I try and take all of that. If I can get inside, I'll try and see if they let me take some pictures inside too.
Are you good at being stealthy?
No?
He looks like he could pull off being a tourist, though.
I'm from France,
Yes,
but kind of on the border if it counts,
You're a tourist.
I'm barely a tourist. My left foot was born inside the border.
right, yes, but if you get caught, tourist.
Yes, of course. Yes, right. Of course. Court, tourist. We're not going to
Okay.
get caught though, right? Because you are going to get this done. And even if we get caught and I go to jail, you are going to come and visit us in the police and get us out, right? No
I would always
problem.
do that.
No problem, because you're a vampire, right? No problem.
It'll go as smoothly as this whole thing's gonna go.
What are you people even doing anyway? What is all of this tests and things that you're doing? Who is this for?
We can't
to know.
say.
Need to know.
We literally can't say.
All right.
Can I make
fine.
a perception check on this?
Trying to
dude?
join a cult.
Yep.
What is his situation?
Perception and empathy.
Like,
We can tell you his situation. He's a bus
Jesus.
driver.
One success.
One success. He's enthusiastic.
He's really keen on everything we've done so far.
Is he a little bit upstairs?
He's a little bit bored with his life.
I think he's been wanting to do something out of the normal for a while now, and I get that.
No.
Okay.
Right. Now,
I'm so proud of him.
day 2 is halfway down, okay?
Okay.
Does Elodie turn up at any time today?
Sure.
Oh,
Yep. She brings the things.
the harp. Can you make the harp check? Harp
Yep.
check.
Make the harp. Let's go and make the harp check.
What does the
Okay.
harp also look like?
Good,
What does
so
it look
that's-
like?
Looks like a harp.
I check
is
out the
it like-
case and how to carry it.
What kind
Okay.
of wood is
You can
it?
investigate. Make an investigation check on the harp case.
Would this be dexterity and performance?
Could be dexterity and performance. Yes.
Or-
Dexterity. Why not charisma?
because it's finger pluckering, not her. It's not her charming personality.
I also have one more dice and dex
Manipulation?
than I do. No, I have more dice and dex for staying six.
Okay, okay.
Stop
okay.
telling him out of it.
Sorry.
And what's the difficulty, Russell?
Difficulty, Russell, is 6.
6. 4
Tonight.
successes.
4
Nice.
successes. Right. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Nice.
Great. Love
That
it.
adds nicely into the music that you have created so far, and I think that you can all be very proud of that.
Thank God.
Thank.
It sounds
God.
amazing. Like, once
This
we're
is
done
what-
with this, we should probably actually record this somewhere because it's so nice.
Right. 10 years later, someone will
What?
roast you for figuring when they finally figure it out.
Hey,
What are they gonna do?
What are they going to do?
We're fucking
I got
vampires.
4 for my investigation.
Did you? Okay. You find a excellent little spot inside the case, the harp case, where you think you could slide a painting, especially if it was curvy and not flat.
Elodie, it's lovely to see you.
Bonjour.
How are you at driving?
You mean driving a car?
Yes.
Automobile?
Automobile. You just need someone to drive to drop us off, and then.
I can
pick us
drive
up.
if you want, but I do not know the city at all. I have not been to Milan before.
Right.
But they drive on the same side of the road, and my license is international.
True. True. Maybe you should be the one that goes and scopes out the building then instead. Whereas
Why
you
did they
control.
both go?
It's more of like I don't want him to go take a whole bunch of pictures and then turn up the next night driving a car.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, how about they both go, but she does the inside where he does the outside, maybe.
We can figure something like that if you wish.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
will be very
You guys
discreet.
figure it out. I believe in
We'll
you
be
both.
discreet as we can be, of course.
You're very good at doing that. I just need you to make sure to check exits, security guards, camera location.
It's really nice to meet you, by the way. I'm Sage.
It
Oh, yeah,
is
sorry.
very nice to meet you too.
Everybody, this is Elodie. She's one of my only friends. And she's French and she's lovely.
And she curtsies.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bonsoir.
Oh,
And
measurements.
She goes off. Oh, right. She's about to go off when you say that, and she turns around. Of course, and she says, "Please come with me."
Okay.
She
Go
takes
with
out some professional-looking markers and tools and scissors and a tape and a pad and a pencil, and she measures all of your various different distances that need measuring.
She's quite scrawny, so fuck you,
Right.
Sina.
Quite skinny, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scrawny London chick.
Scrawny London chick.
Oh, she was 18 when she died, and
Right.
her food consisted of drugs when she was alive. So yeah,
Right.
she's pretty
She's pretty
scrawny.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Very
So-
good then.
Just amending, Sienna would have said that you're a lot thinner than her.
Right. And your measurements are taken, and she goes away. And it is 10:15 almost, so I'm going to wrap us up.
Yeah.
Anyone got any last minutes?
So we've sorted out our way in. We've sorted out sort of the lay of the land. And we have 2 teams, team distraction, team snatch and grab.
And team, get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, and team get the fuck out. So 3 teams.
We might need like another, I guess a backup distraction.
Doctor, then you pull the fire alarm.
Yeah.
That is the
Almost
last
as if I can manipulate people's minds.
You can manipulate one person at a time.
And it's always Sienna.
It's always me who can't fucking do anything else.
Right.
Tell you what, why don't you go and see if you can get your way into the security area and then monitor the cameras for us. And then you can should turn them off.
Turn them on.
I could just make someone else do it.
This is true.
You can make someone else do it.
Well, that's what I mean. You tell the security guard to go do that.
Surely it does not matter how he does it as long as it is done.
That is correct. Thank you, darling.
So, our game, we still having fun?
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
Excellent.
every session something new.
Every session something new. What was tonight's new thing?
Well, I really like okay, I'm not a huge fan of planning, but that's just me as a person.
Right.
But like we got to go to a fancy hotel after like a weekend
hell?
game of craziness. Yeah.
Yep.
A week
It's
in the
awesome.
wild getting hunted like dogs.
We kind of get to do what we want to do with this.
Right.
I like the idea that we are being creative in the best way possible without stealing of this painting.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah, I just can't wait till it happens, you know?
Right. Well, good luck.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Big 9 successes though.
That was
That was good.
amazing.
That was really
amazing. 9 successes was amazing.
Hopefully Sienna can roll better next week, because I think the only thing I succeeded on was the fucking harp check.
I want to see 9 fucking successes. That's what I want to see.
I want to see at least 3 or
Right.
even one.
One
for
of
that
the two,
fucking
right.